Is this thing on? Oh, is this thing on? Hello! I knew it was on the whole time. I could hear it before we started. I tricked you. You thought that I didn't know it was on, but I knew it was on. It's a trick. It's a little trick I do. It's like a little prank. This freaking guy again. Your mic isn't on. Oh no! Why would you trick me? I trusted you. You're not supposed to trust. Did you know that you can put whatever you want here? Chris is bald. I just want to say that I'm not bald. You can name yourself whatever you want on Patreon, but I'm not bald. Oh no, this guy's back. Yuck! Did you learn that trick at clown school? Okay, I went to clown college. I went to a regular high school, okay? Clown academy is different. Okay? I didn't go there. I went to clown university. There's a big difference. You work at Clown Corp. It actually got merged. Or it's getting merged. I don't know what the company is. I have to find out. I'm gonna have a new boss. It's not good. I don't know if they, like, went under... If they just, like, sold... I don't know. It didn't seem legal. But it's not, like, complete yet, so I'm not sure what's happening with Clown Corp. Thanks for reading that with so much disgust. I didn't have the words to portray that, so I'm glad you picked up on it. Gee, thanks. No. No, you're welcome. And thank you. How come it's frozen on my end? On my end, when I'm looking at the YouTube studio, it's frozen. And I have my Switch open on my big dang monitor in front of me, and it's scaring me. It looks like nothing's moving. 23 months is crazy!
23 months. Almost to the meatball. Also hi.
Hello! No meows. This is the best day ever. Next month is gonna be 2 years. That's big. That's big. I don't hate Twitch. I do not hate Twitch. My travel was good. I had a good vacation. I have some stories, but it's nothing crazy. It's nothing that crazy. I didn't get that wild or anything. I didn't get, like, stopped at TSA. I made it through. Oh, thank you for the 18... Thank God that was fast. Thank you for the 18 months. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera on now. Hello. Hello, everyone. I look more blonde. I got more blonde. Hello. Did you go to the pineapple field? Yeah, that's where I got sent. Did you hear about the 50-hour VC? Kush has been giving us updates in our group chat. What is going on in there? I had internet one night. Okay, that automated message in the Discord was not automated. I just wanted to scare people. What is going on in that Discord? What is happening? Put the PRB screen back. What's wrong with this?
Since you mentioned it, hashtag Team Raw Dog 2026 meow.
Thought we got rid of this in 2025. Thank you for the $2, though. Thank you. How did you find your way back? I left a big long string from New England to the Bahamas, and then I just followed the string back. It's pretty easy when you do that. You can either do that, or you can always go left, and you'll find your way back. Maybe jump in like Kush Peeper and Sketch have done. I try my best to avoid Discord voice chats, because I used to have a server, and whenever I joined those in my old server, at my old channel, it was scary. But that wasn't a well-run Discord. I was the only mod in my own Discord, which is a bad thing. You don't want that. Especially when I'm not online that much. King of the meat sweats, that's me, baby! I don't live in a retirement home, man. Nothing abnormal going on in your Discord. Can we talk about...
Happy Trans Woman Day.
We'll talk about Trans Woman Day, because that's important. Okay, thank you for the $2. That's important. I don't even know if that's today or not, but I'm down with it, and every day should be that day, okay? But, what's going on with the JFK stuff in the Discord? At least for the patrons, what's going on? Who was Dougie? Oh, that's Dougie. Actually, wasn't Dougie in a video on Bailey's channel today? I need to watch that. JFK is the new Carnivores too. What? Okay, I'm gonna spill the beans. Triss has been posting every day in the Patreon chat Day 1 of posting JFK videos until Chris plays the JFK game for the Wii on stream. Day 2 of posting JFK videos until Chris plays JFK for the Wii on stream. It has been every day for like a week. And you know what? Keep posting them. Because today's not that day. I'm not in the Patreon chat in there yet. And I feel like I'm missing out on Chris's JFK fixation. It is every day. Also, hello, I am back. Hello. Don't act like Trish isn't cooking. I can tell you guys some stories from my trip. First of all, big news. I won $1,100 at the slots. Okay? When people say Chris made all in, but he can't gamble, oh, I can gamble. I made $1,100, and then I threw $200 on black, and I lost it. But I still kept $900, and then I bought my mom dinner, so I lost like $400 for her birthday. But I came back with some money. So that's big. That happened. 9 months, okay.
9 months until you tell me the deal. W airline food.
Thank you for the 15 months. You gambled like the whole week? I did too, because there's like not much else to do other than sit in the sun and gamble. Not that I'm recommending it. Where did you eat? We went to a fancy Italian-French restaurant that my mom really wanted to go to. And there was like 6 of us. And we all had one drink. So it was kind of expensive. You didn't lose if it's for mama. That's true. That's facts. That's true. I saw a manatee. Okay. I swam with pigs, stingrays, and sharks. And then they asked me to take, there was like a fish head on a rope, and they wanted me to chuck it in the water and pull in a shark. And I said, no, I'll stand here. Thank you. I'm okay. I don't need to do that. Thank you. So that was cool. It's Manaphy, and it's not real. It's a Pokemon. My bad. I thought it was a rock at first. I've seen all the core art, and that's insane. Not at the same time. The pigs and sharks were not at the same time. There's a big pig, like the size of a motorcycle, named Oreo, and I got loose and went through everyone's bags and ate our food. I got horribly sunburned. I also didn't poop for 4 days. And then all of a sudden I had IBS. Who knew? For like 1 day. Who knew? And I went with no internet. I had no like phone or anything for the pretty much the whole trip. You know how hard it is to poop 100 times in 1 day and you got no phone? I'm like reading labels and looking at patterns in the tiles on the floor. What am I supposed to do with my hands and my eyeballs? How do you poop without a phone? No, I'm regular now. I came back and I got regular. I hate that so much. I also got made fun of at the airport. I have this passport. I'm not going to show you my passport because that's not a good idea to show that on stream. But I have this, I think I've actually shown you guys the photo before, like the picture that's in my passport. It's probably in some stream somewhere, like on a Feedbass Friday or something. But it's this horrible picture of me, like my second year in college when I'm living in Worcester. And I put on a bunch of weight. And I was like depressed. And I went to Walmart for my passport photo, and it's like me like with my chin up, which I don't even think is allowed. I look like a convict. So they like called me on the intercom while we're waiting at the gate, and they're like, Chris Piché, we need you to check your passport. And I went, oh, that's not good. And I go up and I hand it to the lady, and she started laughing at me. And she said, you look awful. That doesn't even look like you. And then she handed it to the next lady, and she started laughing at me. And then I got on the plane and my bag was kind of big, so I held it up. And then another lady went, oh, what are you trying to do? You trying to get a workout on this flight? You bulking up? I was like, I don't know you. I don't know any of you. Nobody in my friend group and my family, they're not even making fun of me. It's just fucking TSA and the airline making fun of me. That's what my best friend's license pic looked like for years. I'm stuck with that same thing for 1 more year, and then I'm going to get one where I smile. And then what are they going to do? Make fun of my smile? That's just cruel. I fell asleep on a stranger. That sucks. I slept a little bit like this. I don't know. I do that for like 20 minutes on a plane and then I'm good. No smiling allowed. Are you not supposed to smile on your passport photo? I'm just going to do this again. I look like an asshole. What else happened? What else happened? What else happened? I got horribly sunburned. You can kind of see it on my nose, but now it just kind of looks like a tan, and it probably doesn't even look like a tan to you guys because I'm so pale. But my thighs look like my shirt right now. This is me tan. Show a lot of teeth, but no smiling. I just do crazy eyes.
Back exclamation mark __ Chris Balls.
Thank you, and thank you for the 18 months. It looks like a burn. Do I look burned? My scalp got burned. I went on a boat to Exuma. Oh, you know what's crazy? I probably shouldn't show this video without my grandfather's permission, but I feel like I need to show you this. I think I need to show you this video because it's too funny. My grandfather became a local celebrity. He's 85. He went viral in the Bahamas because the first day we're there, my cousin comes up to me. He's like, hey, we're going on to the island. We're going to this thing called Beer Fest. It's like a dance festival, and the beer's cheap. Do you want to go? And I said, no, I'm at a resort, and I'd like to be at the resort today and rest. So I didn't go. But him and my grandfather went, and somehow, I don't know how, my grandfather got on the stage of 6,000 people at this fucking concert. That's him dancing. And they're all screaming his name and cheering him on and like doing happy birthday for him. And it went viral on social media in the Bahamas. It is insane. Look at this shit. That's my grandpa. There's so many videos of him. Holy cake. So we would go all over the place, and people from the islands would just come up and be like, that's him! That's insane! The quirked up was inevitable for Chris. I think I got it from my grandpa. I think I'm doomed. They're all just singing. They play like Stevie Wonder Happy Birthday, blasting it with full bass on. 6,000 people chanting his name, and he's just like... He did do a move at the end where he did a little thrust, which I thought was kind of crazy of him. With that lady in front of him. He did kind of do a club move. Which was kind of deranged. Does he know he's famous? He loves it. He went up to people, he would do two things. Number one, he would go to people and go, did you see me on Facebook? They're like, what? They'd either be like, they would go up to him and bring it up, or if they didn't bring it up, he would say that, and they'd be like, what? And then he would go to bars and he'd be like, where's my birthday drink? And they'd be like, what? And he'd go, it's my birthday, where's my free drink? And then they'd give it to him. Which I think is insane. He'd get away with it. He left claw marks in the sand trying to get back on the plane. He was there for a month. I was there for a week. He's been there since like March 1st and left the day before me. He turned like, he became a whole new shade of like dark red that I've never seen before. He looked like that one like wine colored shirt I have. They can really do whatever they want. Old people can. It's insane. He's going to like Dominica in like a few weeks too. He's going to the next island. He just does whatever he wants. He had a new color to the color wheel. It's crazy. What else happened, man? I got horrible blisters on my feet. They got boiled like a crawfish in a stew pot boil. How rich is Grandpa? He used to have money. He doesn't really have money anymore. I don't think it's that expensive to go to Dominica. It's not like a resort or anything. It's just an island. I don't know. There's not much else that happened other than that, I think. I won money. I came back up on money from the casino, and now I'm here. Will we see the notepad? Maybe. Are your feet blistered? I got big feet. Little slides. Your feet in a crab pot boil. That's like SpongeBob boiling in a pot of shit. I shouldn't say that. Do you guys want to see my progress on Poptopia from the plane rides and from playing at night and in the morning? You guys want to see what I have done with my town that I'm still working on? To get shoes that fit? No, I literally ordered new pants and new shoes today. Yesterday, I went to work. I checked my desk for pranks, and as I was checking them, I ripped my pants and I had to wear a sweatshirt around my ass the rest of the day. There was no prank. The prank was me thinking there was going to be a prank. That was the prank. I feel like Dwight Schrute. Okay, SpongeBob, big boy pants. Only if you have a giant Wailord mansion, you can say I do. Bro pranked himself. I really did. It ruined. I threw the pants out. I'm running out of pants. I had to order like 5 pairs of pants today because I'm running out of pants. Hello, welcome to the stream. Did you put a Corb in your town? Not yet. That's coming up. When Big Larry came to town. Is that the SpongeBob ripped his pants song? Get more wigs first. I'm not bald! Welcome to the stream, Brandy. I'm not bald! Alright, check this out. Check this out. Check this out. Check out my progress. Okay? You guys might remember what I was working on here. You guys might remember. Oh, there's another house now. There's a 4th house. That's nice. That's cool. That's interesting. That's what I was building. Check this out. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. I got a little busy in Poptopia. I got a little bit busy. I made a lot of things. I got a lot of stuff done, man. And I'm working on a subway right now. That's my new project, is a subway to get to the next island. How do I get paper? You go to the Skylands, you get waste paper, you give it to recycle Pokemon like Garbodor. Do the toilets flush in the sewers? There are no toilets in this town. No toilets allowed in my town. There's a bathroom too. Check it out. There's bathrooms. Is this the house? This is the house. This is the house with the bathroom. This is our bathroom. No toilet. You have a shower with shower seat for the elderly. You have bathtub. You do not have toilet. You can wash your hands, but you piss on the floor. What the heck is Skylands? You go to the Skylands, man. You go to Saffron City, okay? That's the rules. I don't make them. Bing, bing, bong. Garbodor. Where do we do number 2? Hold it in. Do not let it out. If you let it out, you're banned from my town forever. And that's it. You just plopped your goopy ass right onto that grate. Okay, relax. You don't have to make fun of my guy's disposition, okay? That's his intrinsic qualities. You don't have to make fun of that. You can't control that. Why you say it like that? How do you want me to say it? Garbodor. Garbodor! That one's funnier! I made a system for my crops that's not very good, but it's semi-automated, so that's cool. Like, I can turn it off, and then all of this dries out, and then I can flush them out to here, if it works right, and it doesn't always work right. That's something. Garbodor! Number 2 on the floor making direct eye contact with strict dominance. This is true. We're killing Kyogre. You know what I hate is I made this over here. I was like kind of excited about this. It's not, I think I gotta plant the flowers when I get them. I was like, oh, this is gonna be, they're gonna love it. There's food. Look at, he won't even go in. He just straight up, he went to the door and went, nope. I don't think so. I don't like it. But you know what they do love is this ugly ass hot tub. Everyone goes here. There's like 50 Pokemon in here at a time. They can't get, and then they just moan. They're like, oh man, this feels wonderful. Every single one, even the fire types sit in here, man. And there's no bathrooms. What kind of water do they think they got going in here? That's piss! Is this a communist society? No, that's in Withering Wastelands. That's where I have the labor sector. Those Pokemon are fire types. I didn't say right this second. Okay? I didn't say this very moment. The fire types are in the hot tub. They're just in it quite a bit. And right now I'm working on a subway that I started, but it's not very far along. I dug to the other end, but I'm still building it. It's white and green with yellow floor. And I haven't decided if I want to do like the ski lift things, or if I want to do like an actual railroad, but it's like a minecart, so I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not sure how to feel about it. How do you find the motivation to do all these builds? I just get excited. I like have idea, get excited about idea. And then once I start something, I have to finish it or I go crazy. Park Station. This is literally like New York City's subway. It is literally like, if you look, it is literally like New York City subway with the green, with the sign at the bottom. It is literally New York City. I did put some ski lifts down. It doesn't reach all the way to the other side though. Like if I go to the other side, I can show you because I have it blocked off by a wall on the other end. If I go all the way over here to this island. I want to build an actual city over here. I want to do like city with skyscrapers and then I'm kind of done. Then I'll feel fulfilled. It's literally the T, the green line. It kind of is. It kind of is. But like I did, this is like as far as I could get it to go, which I think is crazy. I'm pretty sure it's further in the Skylands. So this brings me like right to the wall. No, it doesn't even bring me to the wall. There's still all that space behind it. You got a Switch too? That's huge. That's huge. It does look a lot like Kenmore or Park Station. I think I used to live next to one of those. I think I used to live next to Kenmore. I think I used to walk there and take the green line. Empire State and Golden Gate and whatever is in London and Tokyo. I was thinking about doing like a neon, like a future city. Make it like black and neon. Is what I was thinking about. Because now I can get unlimited black paint, which used to be the bane of my existence when I made the factory. But now I have unlimited black and white paint. Have you seen someone that made an underground cyberpunk city? I think I've seen clips of it, but I haven't specifically seen it. What am I looking at? Is that my town? Was it this close the whole time? I thought I flew way further than this. Oh, it's because I flew from there. There's so much beach here. I don't like this. It's too much beach. All those sparkles? Were there a bunch of sparkles in the water? I didn't see any. I didn't even notice. The new IKEA branded island? I think I have seen that. I think I have seen the IKEA someone built. I made too many generators, by the way. I had to strip out all kinds of generators for my town. Because I was just putting little generators in everywhere. And I had to take out, let's see, 29 of them because I realized that the limit's like 60 something. And then I couldn't build anymore, and then I just blew up the whole city, basically. I ripped it all to pieces. Why is this empty? I had a... Okay, I have Chansey here. I have Snorlax over here, and he's too big for life. He's way too big. He lived in this house with a Munchlax. Snorlax does sleep on the Snorlax bed. You get that in Saffron City, too. Grab your VR goggles and use the code DSSWJRV9 for the Cyberpunk City. Yeah, I might do that. Hello, little friend. You're much smaller than Snorlax. Let's go to the factory. What's going on at the factory? Once, like, the factory was done, this game got way faster. Things got schmovin' at the factory. Makes me want to make $1 million by making videos like how to make a stone farm, how to make an iron farm. Quite simply, you build the labor sector. And you make Pokemon do labor for life. Forever. Quite simply. They'll call them farms on other channels. In my channel, we're just going to tell the truth. How to make a farm. They'll say, oh, it's an iron farm. Guess what? Labor for life. Draw the owl tutorial. Do I have anything in here? I don't even know what I was cooking. Was it glass? It was glass. I need glass. I need glass for lights. Did you make bricks? Why didn't you make my bricks? Get to work. Okay, bricks. Let's see what you did. 20? Not enough. Guess what? Back to work. Thought you could take a little break? Absolutely not. Back to work. What about you? Oh, what's all the fucking shit on the ground, man? Come on. Oh my god, you're getting sent to labor camp too. Put this in here. Hello, welcome to the stream. How do you organize all your things? I do a horrible job. I'm so unorganized. I have like this series of chests over here in my cement section. And they just, there's no there's like a paint bin that doesn't even have all my paints. Some of them are in Pallet Town, and then the rest is just a mess. And I have the same deal on Pallet Town. I just have a mess of boxes everywhere. Send them to labor camp too. I was gonna put something in here, and then I started Pallet Town. I kind of forgot about it. I don't remember what. There you are! Garbodor. What did you, how many did you make? That's it? Here, come with me. Come with me for a second. Yeah, your home's getting nicer and nicer. That's good. You live in a factory. That's great. Come with me. Come with me. Come on. On a hop. Come on. This is where you live. In the trash bin. Get to work. Sort my garbage. Thank you. The nerve. You know what I mean? How can you not be organized to do all this? I literally am not. Like, I can show you my bins. They're kind of a mess. He calls you deer? I think Garbodor is a she in this game. Exile, that's one of my... Nah, that's not my hardest worker. You know what my hardest worker is? Not Magmortar, I can tell you that. It's probably Haxorus. I have paint bin, I have bin... for just these. I have bin for random shit that I don't know what to do with. Bin for random shit. I should do something with these. I need to get these habitats. Some of the same shit in this bin as the other one. There's a silver wing in here. I could repurpose this stuff and just unpaint it, but I don't. This bin, nothing. This bin, nothing. This bin, random neon shit. This bin, nothing. They are the hardest workers. They make their own lumber, and then they chop their own lumber. And then they're like, you told me to do this. I'm like, I didn't ask you to do that. Thank you, but I didn't ask you. You did that yourself. Take pride in your work. You worked hard. Ditto is the real hardest worker. That's why I had to make the factory, because I was sick of doing everything. I had it with doing everything. I said, I'm going to put these Pokemon to work. They make you a shitload of lumber, and then they just take care of it. What I need to do is I need to set up a stone farm. This bin, random garbage. Just a bunch of random shit, all the badges. This one CD. I don't need these fossils. I don't know what to do with them. Same thing here. Like, I'm completely unorganized. Like, wait, is there space here? It looks like it ends? No, just kidding. There's a never melt ice on this side. What is break time for the factory? You're funny, man. You're a funny chatter. That's a good one. Hey, I need one of these. How much? That's pretty neat. I'd like it. Can I have it? 200? How would you... You know what? I'll cut you a deal. How about 32 white rocks? You can get a little something with that. I bet that feels good. You're welcome. They pay for the roof over their heads with the labor. That's what I'm talking... You get it. You understand. You know, tonight I wasn't going to stream Poptopia. I was going to do a stream. I'll expose what we're going to be doing for Friday, because there's only, what, like, there's probably 60 people watching between the two chats. Only 5 likes, too. Oh, my days. Yeah, Dad! Listen to him! Friday we're going to be doing a stream where TTS is on for every chat message, and I'm going to blind myself, and we're going to get a Whisper in Pokemon Emerald. I can only listen to you guys, and then we have to release the Whisper, and you guys have to tell me how to do it. Only via TTS. That's the plan. What do you mean you dislike? What do you have, sir? I like Pokemon. I'd like that. That looks awful fancy. I'd like to have that. I'll give you, 1,000. I'll give you 99 rocks and, 7 rocks. That seems like a fair trade. And the lumberry as well. I'd like this as well. That strikes my fancy. I'll give you, maybe 60 rocks. That seems like a fair trade. I know you like rocks. And then maybe the clay as well. Give me the clay. How much clay do you have? 10 clay. I'll give you 22 sand. Perfect. Thank you. Enjoy your rocks and your crushed rocks. Hello, welcome to the stream. I'm not a greedy man, okay? I'm helping the economy boom by providing trade. When the hell did you get a mustache? I've had a mustache for like a year and a half, I think, at this point. You remember that we are three-fingered goopy little aliens that are blue? Yes. I'm well aware. I think about this constantly. It scares me. What do you have for sale there? Garbage. Tisk tisk Scottish. Nothing but garbage. Shut down your shop. Come to the factory. We'll get you a real job. Why? Why what? Why are you little blue aliens? Because little blue alien was posted into our Discord as far as I know. Are you time skipping? I time skipped like the first day I played this on stream and that's it. Once you make the factory, man, once you send the Pokemon to the labor force, you don't need a time skip. Time skipping is unnecessary once you do that. Why do you have a mustache? I don't know. I like it. I like the mustache. I don't know. Do you hate it? I like it. I wanted a mustache, so I grew a mustache. You're the one that is teaching we small few alien creatures how to speak and want us to lead you. You guys are all gonna be little blue freaks that talk like me. That's not good. How much to shave the stash? Thank you for the 2 months. I don't know why it's not reading it. I did a redeem once to shave my beard and everyone hated it. And then for like 2 weeks, maybe a week and a half, everyone was like, put it back! I don't want to watch, put it back! I don't want to look at it. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that again. My views went down when my beard went away. Everyone thought I was like 10. Does the game have its own resetti? No, you can time skip and it's fine. You can like time skip ahead, get stuff, and then go back to the date you were already on. Here's what I'm gonna do. I want some items. So I'm gonna go over to this idiot over here. Over here, this idiot. And I'm gonna give him seaweed as a salad. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk to you. I don't want. You're an idiot. I don't want to talk to you. There you go. Chat was like little kids when their dads shaved their faces. Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Everyone was like, "You're not Chris. Put it back. Put it back." Shave legs. I've done that too. I've done wax legs. This is going on the ground. I'm sorry. I'm littering. I don't want that. I build my own homes. I don't need kits. What are you, crazy? What is this, title screen? What are you, crazy? What are you, insane? Where do I... Oh, it's right next to me. You time skip for the legendary birds? I don't know what to do about the legendary birds, man. Because I don't want to build those in Pallet Town. I also don't want that. I don't want to build those in Pallet Town because they take up so much space. And I don't know where else to put them. I mean, I could put the... Do they even spawn anywhere else? Do you get the bonuses for using them anywhere else? Am I just doomed? Do I have to put them in Pallet Town? Did you do a Brazilian? I thought I read that. If you shaved, maybe people would stop calling you old. I think people would say I'm more bald now if I shaved. They'd say, look, now the bottom of his head is bald. They put Moltres on the volcano. Do you get the 5,000 coin bonus, though, if you do that? Well, I can find out right now, actually. I'm right near the Pokemon Center. Is that bonus available here? Because if it is, I'll just put them in different places. Build something. build. Okay, yeah, no, they're right here. You can get them anywhere. Okay. Maybe I'll do... You can be Skylands. You can be Rocky Road, the ice cream. And you can be the beach. That's fine. You took too long, so we're all Dougie fans. I don't blame you. Dougie has been knocking it out of the park lately. I can't compete with that guy. He's an actual bird. What do you have here? You prefer cookie dough? I like cake batter myself, actually. But I didn't make this game. Is this the little mice thing? I think I'm sick, by the way. I might go take a Zycam in a second. I think I got a cold on the plane because the airport was packed shoulder to shoulder. It is the little mice. 2 mice on a log, what will they do? What kind of log are we talking here? Is this a gross, dirty joke? Dougie is terrifying in the best way. Dougie, dude, if you're on a call with Dougie, he's scary. I was like speechless in the one video I was in with him. I haven't seen the one with Bailey. I hope that she was okay. Please don't die. We need for ROMs. Great, I'm a tool. That's awesome. We need you to make things. Invent. Ben & Jerry's American Dream. Dude, they have a Ben & Jerry's store at the resort I was at, and I ate too much ice cream. My brother and his girlfriend just wanted to get ice cream every day. They'd be like, Chris, come with us. And I go, well, if you're gonna twist my arm. I walked like 30,000 steps a day, so it's fine. But I'm definitely dying younger. Look who's the factory now. Okay. My body is a factory, actually. The whole factory I built inspired by my body, which turns food into shit. Let me see. What did you do? Give me a recipe. That's what I want. How is that ROM you made going? I mean, I've been on vacation for the last week, so I haven't touched it a little bit. But I started a decomp version of Chrysicola, and it has already... I mean, it's not very far at all, but it has much better stuff in it. It's much better than the other version. Stop giving me garbage, man. I'm gonna have to give that to Garpodor. And Poptopia stream. Well, I play Poptopia. Perfect. Welcome to the stream. I really wanted to do the stream tonight with the TTS on for everyone because I haven't done a bit like that in years. But I was like, man, I'm tired. I just got back. I just want to hang out, talk about my trip, play some Poptopia, which I've already been doing for like all day, every day. Storm, that is kind of you to say. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Give me some pretty roses. I don't want cute roses, cute flowers. I want pretty roses. How was it? I got very sunburned, but I relaxed. It was very relaxing. Give us a voice. SpongeBob me Bob! Put down me underwear! Arr, arr, arr. Sorry, that was a weird one. Sorry about that. I wish I didn't do that. I regret that. I feel like I have many voices, but I only do like 2. Ever. I only have confidence in 2, and they're not that good. It's like Kermit and Mr. Krabs and done. That's it. And then my own voice. The doctor I worked with was about ready to throw hands with me because I took the day off work yesterday a month ago. First of all, what does it mean yesterday a month ago? I was visiting my sister and I want to do it again. Wait, so they got mad at you yesterday for visiting your sister a month ago? F them! Visit again! Do it! Do it! Do it! You should do Owen Wilson more? What does Owen Wilson do? He just says, doesn't he just say, like, nice? Nice. What does he do? What is his bit? He's like a... Nice. What is the bit? Oh, it's wow. 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 That's what it is. You're so right. Wow. 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 Hey, wait a minute. Did I get garbage? Wow. You there. You're going to be playing with this. You're going to pick this garbage up and you're going to go, wow. Where did you go for vacation? My family has a timeshare in the Bahamas. Never get a timeshare. That's a bad idea. They got it 22 years ago. They have 17 more years on it. If they don't make it to 17 years, if they, I hope this doesn't happen. I really don't want this to happen. But if they were to not be alive in 17 years, guess what? It goes to me, and now it's my timeshare, and I have to pay for it. Don't ever get a timeshare. But they go every year, and I went with them this year. So that's where I went. At the beginning of the stream, I showed a clip of my grandpa who went viral for going to a 6,000 person concert off the resort and getting up on the stage somehow and dancing to everyone chanting his name and singing happy birthday with a lady with a humongous ass twerking in front of him. Did you know you sound like Shane Madesh? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Sketch and Peeber pointed this out to me the night before I went to the Bahamas. Actually, I want to show you guys something. I think it's in this group chat. I mean, it's audio. I'm not going to show it to you. Listen to me do the bit from that show. Just in my own voice, doing the inflections that guy does. The Goat Man bit. Fuck you, Goat Man. Goat Man, I'm dancing on your bridge. It's my bridge now. You hear that? You want me off this bridge? You're going to have to kill me. You're going to have to throw me off this bridge yourself. And then I said, fuck you, Sketch. Because they said the same exact thing. Fuck you, Sketch. A timeshare is like, I don't know, it's a scam. It's like you bought a condo that you have to have for like 40 years at a resort. It's a scam. Don't ever buy a timeshare. It's like you're expecting you get 1 week out of the year that you have the condo and you have to pay for the week every year. And you have like a mortgage and you have maintenance fees and it's a scam. I've never watched it. I didn't know what it was. I needed those flowers. I literally said, fuck you, Sketch, because I didn't know what it was. He was like saying how much I sound like it. I think after that I go, I don't even know what that is. You're going to have to tell me what it is. They're the pyramid schemes before pyramid schemes. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. You've watched every single episode of BuzzFeed Unsolved and like 10 days straight of your content and did not put the two together. Wait, did they show it? Did they do a comparison of me and that show? While I was gone? They did. Oh, that's crazy. That's why you guys are talking about it. Okay, so you guys have already heard that bit then. I did what I did before I left. I was like, I don't know if anyone's going to forget I'm gone and then like ask me to be on their channel for something. So I recorded a 3-minute soundboard of myself.
Hey, buddy.
Wait.
Hey, buddy. Let's go, baby!
What? You can use this for anything.
What the heck, man? Oh, what the heck, man?
Hi, I'm Chris Piché. I fully endorse what you're saying. I think this guy knows what he's talking about right here. No. I have like a whole bit about something with my wife. That was kind of, I don't remember what it was. I don't have a wife. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the prime. That's big. Thank you. I should just put the audio in chat so you guys could use it for whatever you want. I should put it in the Discord. I need this to show I have friends. You guys are like, hey, listen to this. And you're like, today I'm going to buy chocolate. And then it's me afterwards going, I'm Chris Piché. And I fully endorse what he's saying. Like, that's my friend. His name's Chris Piché. Oh, father. Hello. Welcome to the stream. There's going to be like a million audio clips that come out. They're going to be horrible if I release that. There was something about like butt chugging or something. I used to pack when you can make a soundboard. That's exactly what I was doing instead of packing. Oh, it was something about someone slim thick.
My name's Chris Piché, and the last thing that guy said, well, he's completely right. And valid for saying it.
That's not a good one.
Well, it's about time somebody did something about it.
That's
Now,
probably not a
hang
good one.
on. Before you ask me, I got a question for you. How do I get slim thick before the holidays? My wife says she likes me better when I'm slim thick.
Okay, that was I forgot how that one went. Okay. What was I on, man? What was that? How do I get slim thick before the holidays? What did I drink? I have like a bottle of sour milk for dinner? What the hell? Were there any seagulls? Believe it or not, there were, but they were mostly pigeons. I got to throw a hot dog to a shark, and I watched the shark eat the whole hot dog. It was a reef shark. And I know the difference between the reef shark and the nurse shark. The nurse shark stops and can sit for like 5 minutes. No other shark can do that. Not a one other than the nurse shark. Fun fact about sharks. Another fact about sharks. When they're not hungry and you throw the fish head into the water, they won't go for it. I think it was black tip. Oh, I needed this. I've wanted this one so bad. That's such a good one. Look at me. I'm excited about a video game. Look at me. Their sharks are sweethearts. They're very like... I don't even think they have teeth. I think they just suck. They're like big stingrays that look like sharks. And they're not poisonous. Aren't seagulls and pigeons the same thing? Pigeons are the land seagull. They're the land gull. And also in Hey Arnold, we have the pigeon man and we don't have a seagull man. And they need to correct that. Don't want that. Get that out of my inventory. Goodbye. Goodbye. Don't need the honey. All set with that. Thank you. If you want a puppy, but a shark, get a nurse shark. Exactly. They do not do anything. I've never seen a bonnet shark. I've seen hammerheads. I went down a slide and there were great whites around the slide, but I've done that before. I've done that many times. I saw a shark that looked like it had a chainsaw for a mouth. Okay, this is the weird thing. This is something I noticed because my parents, they have a timeshare at the resort, like at the Atlantis. If you know what the Atlantis is. If you watch Medea, and I don't know why you would, because Medea is Medea. They are coming out with a movie that's basically an ad for Atlantis. So if you watch Medea, then you know what Atlantis is, unfortunately. And one of the weird things is they have this spot called the Dig that I've always noted. It was really cool when I was a kid because it was like kind of new. And it's literally just like a big aquarium you can walk through with all these different fish and like seahorses and lobsters and like lionfish and giant manta ray. But they've changed it since I've been there when I was a kid. And you walk through this like big, huge aquarium, you're surrounded by fish. And then you turn and look into the fish tank, and on the other side you see Shake Shack. It's like a big, huge Shake Shack sign that's like behind all the fish. You're like, what? Because it's supposed to be designed like you're in the lost city of Atlantis. So you're going through this ruin in this mine, and back into the ruin, and they have these ancient tools, and Shake Shack. What happened? Are they losing money? What the hell happened there, man? There's an episode of South Park where Cartman convinced the government to take him to the Atlantis resort. Is that real? That's really funny. Look at this. Take a look at this. Tell me if it's something good. I want to know if it's something good. Praise it for me. What is it? What would your Medea name be if you would cross-dress? It'd probably be just Christina. Didn't I just get this? Now I have 2 of these mice? Okay. It does, and then you can see like a Tiffany & Co. if you keep going, but it's like a pop-up shop, so I don't think it's always supposed to be there. It completely breaks the immersion. What did I get? I think I got a little fossil friend. Hello. Welcome to my resort.
E.
Crisp with some zest on it.
You think that's what my name would be? It would just be Chris with some zest?
Tyrunt, the royal air Pokemon. It will eat you. Thanks, Pokedex. What is it like luxury? I guess it's just like the king of the dinosaurs. Thank you, friend. Not king of dinosaurs. Thank you, peasant of dinosaurs. This town is a shithole. I really need to take care of it. Look, that house is falling apart. I wanted to be a marine biologist. Oorah. And study sharks as a kid, but I didn't. Dream of mine is to swim with sharks. I'm telling you, you could just go on like a little boat trip in the islands and they'll like help you do that. I did it. It's like a few $100, but you get free food, like a free buffet. You get hot dogs, cheeseburgers, conch salad, fish, fried fish, salad, pasta salad, and free beer and free cocktails. And then you swim with stingrays and sharks. Dropping a gay bar. What up, the Bahamas? Turn me gay. Yo, it's me, Chris Piché. The Bahamas? Turn me gay. Hot dogs and and then you can feed the sharks hot dogs. You toss a hot dog in the water. It's like the guy that goes, I'm just saying. But it's like it goes in.
That's not true. It's not true. I lied about that. I lied. I'm sorry. I lied.
Give me free items, please. I'm envisioning the beach that makes you old, but the beach that makes you gay. Be a cool beach. Why am I hearing sparklies, but I don't see sparklies? I was just down there! I feel like a shark hot dog would be real rubbery. Give that to Porygon. I don't want it. Porygon wants it. Where is that little bastard? Where are you? I know you're somewhere around here. You can hide, but you can't hide for that long. There he is. You! Get away from there. Look at this. Has Bahama Bob been in the Bahamas? No, he's in Key West, man. He's not even in the Bahamas. He's a fraud. He's a legend, but he's a fraud. He's like Jimmy Buffett. Where Jimmy Buffett's like, I'm the islands guy. And then it turns out he's from like the middle of the United States. Rest in peace. Okay, wait. Where's Jimmy Buffett from? Jimmy Buffett. Hometown. He's from Mississippi, man. He's not the island guy. Rest in peace. He is from Mississippi. That's such a scam. Yeah, he passed away like a couple years ago. A few years ago. I don't think there's anything I need in this town. Where have I not visited that I need to visit? I'm just gonna go back to Pallet Town and work on my subway. It's on the Gulf. Is it on the Gulf? That doesn't count. He's like, I'm on an island and I'm swimming with sharks and I eat cheeseburger and it's paradise and the women and the cheeseburger. Drinking a margarita. You're in Mississippi. That's not at all what you're doing. Sometimes you just need to embody the island life even though you're landlocked. I guess that's fair. I guess that's fair. That's kind of what I did in this town. This was connected. And I ruined that. So I could have the island life. I have so much shit here, the game lags. Relax, relax, relax. All of you, relax. It's okay, I'm here. Would you want to be the next Bachelorette? I would go on to be like the butt of the joke of the show. If I were to go on any reality show, I'd go on just to make an idiot out of myself. I would go on with the sheer expectation that I'm out episode 1. They vote me off the island. Or I'm Mr. Shame, and no in between. Those are my only two options. I can't be on a show like that unless those are the two options. I make no alliances. I play in no games. I don't win any games, but I win the whole thing. Or I go on, I'm a clown for one episode, and they vote me off because they don't like me. But America likes me. I don't think he would make it to the show because you get stopped at TSA for real this time. I was so nervous this trip that I was going to get stopped and they would touch my balls. But that didn't happen. Everyone would love you. Thank you. That's nice of you. Everyone loves me. Everyone loves me. Just be there to be weird. I feel like that's the goal. Like, if you're going to be on one of those shows, the odds of you winning are so low. Because it's not just up to, like, if it's one of those shows, you're like, you have a bunch of assholes on who are intentionally being assholes for screen time. That the only thing they care about is winning. They're not there to help you, and they're going to be assholes about it. So if you're going to go on, unless you're the asshole, you want to, like, be, yeah, you want to be memorable. You just want to be the guy who's, like, a goofball. Do we fill an audition for you? Somebody's going to make, like, an AI of me and then send it in. And they're going to contact me because somehow you guys are going to get my address. And they're going to send me a letter saying, you made it. And I'm not going to have a clue how that happened. And it's going to be also, like, a perfect AI of me, too, somehow. And it would look like the real thing and act like the real thing. So it would be like nothing changed. You're also, like, coached on how to be an asshole. That would never work on me. I don't think I could, like... I can be an asshole, but not, like, a legit asshole. I couldn't be, like, mean to people. I could be, like, a dickhead, but I couldn't be mean. Chris should make his own reality show of only weirdos. That's a really good idea. Are you gonna work the register or what, pal? You just gotta stand there. Is there no power? Turn this on. Where's the... There's power. How is there... Is there not enough power? Oh my god, I need more power. How are the lights on? Are they even on? Unrelated note, what's your address? I live at 123 America Street. If anyone's wondering. Jersey Shore by Hampton Beach is crazy, because that's just the same thing. When I had to take a cab back to New Hampshire from Boston, and all the guy in the cab wanted to talk about was how much he loves Hampton Beach. I was like, are you from Revere? And he went, yep. I was like, do you have family in Lowell? And he's like, yep. I was like, you love Hampton Beach then. You're right. You're correct. If you're not from New England, you're just like, what is this guy talking about? The hell is he talking about? How do I not have electricity running to this dang thing? I need more power. I need more power. I need infinite power. I need unlimited power, but no power. Yeah, that's my... Yeah. I live at the top of 432 Park Ave. You can just put the mail down the trash chute. It'll go to the bottom. I'll get it on my way out. Your friend stepped on a needle at Hampton Beach. Your friend doesn't have long. Treat your friend nice. You're at least 13 typos deep. That makes sense. Give us the address of the timeshare. 123 Atlantis Road. I need a coin, which means I need to go back to Withered Wastelands. I need to get the stupid legendary bird things. I need to put them places. I don't know where I'm going to fit Articuno. Because I feel like it should be Withered Wastelands, but where the heck am I going to put it? They're so dang big. They're so dang big. That is America Street? No, that's not the timeshare. That's my house. That's where I live at home. The timeshare I was at is 123 Atlantis Road. It's amazing we got 123 for both. It's amazing. Yeah, you wouldn't believe that if I told it to you, but I'm telling it to you anyways. I need coin. Me sneaking up on the dancer stage at the end of their set trying to get 350 to get a Sprite out of the vending machine in the corner. That was so hard to read, man. Where did I put this stuff? Is it here? Is it here? No. Is it here? Is it... There's one. Are the others here? Where are the other ones? Where did I put them? Oh, did I put them in the factory? Where did I put them? You're hoping that we get lost in chat? I like how you you write chat messages with the goal that it never gets seen. You are the embodiment sometimes of I came here to be alone. I think that's hard as hell. You're like, I hope nobody reads this, but I'm just gonna put it out into the ether. See what happens. That rocks so much. What do you want? Do you have more iron ore for me or what? Hey, you know what? Pretty good job. I'll give it to you. You didn't do bad that time. As soon as I hit enter, I realize I'm not alone. So you're just like stream of consciousing it, which is also kind of hard. It's just bothering me and it needs to be corrected. Also, yesterday, I was playing this, like late at night, and I got Kyogre here. And then I went to Bleak Beach, and then Kyogre showed up there afterwards. And it scared me. Because I was just running around, and he popped up. Nobody will notice I love Claydol type message. Where am I? Oh. Why did I make that noise? I don't know what just happened. That just came out of me. I didn't have any control over that. Where did I put this? Where did I put my shit? Where did I put it? Where did I put the other two? Did I lose them? Oh no, there they are. Okay. This surely goes to Bleak Beach. This... I haven't figured it out. And then this is going in the volcano. Somehow. Somehow. Feebas really put you off digital fish, didn't it? Look, man. Look, man. When you can spend 9 months getting tortured by a digital fish, tell me if you like digital fish. Also, I noticed when I came back, my most popular video for the week was Feebas Friday. It was the Feebas Friday video. It beat the Photoshop video this week. Which I think is kind of funny. I think a bunch of people got recommended it after the quiz on Zane's channel with Bailey and Kush. I think a bunch of people were like, wait a minute, this is why he doesn't like Feebas. Which is amusing and comical to me. You rewatched it an hour ago? What'd you think? Is it better the next time? You watched the Photoshop video yesterday again? I love that video, man. That video is just so much fun. I'm gonna do another one really soon. It's worse. My hair in that video sucks. That was when I got that bad haircut. I look weird. The day I catch the Feebas, I look weird. I don't even look like a human. I look like a creature, a caveman. And then me in the actual clips when I pop up, I look weird. Your hair or your wig? Okay, I'm not bald. It's my hair. I'm not bald. Where am I going to put this? I have to, like, mow down a bunch of land. Or I can put a bunch of white rock over here. Just put it up here. How big is this? I know it's really big. Ooh, that's real big. That is quite big. Don't know about that one, Chief. That's not going to fit. You set your desktop background to canned corn? That rocks. I'm not bald! I told Aaron I'm becoming a member on Peeber's channel so I can make him draw Clown Piché mouse with a Siggy and Coors Light. That fucks. I saw Peeber did this thing, like green or geen or something, and then got like there's a ton of memberships, which I think is awesome. That man is being supported. I can't put this here. It's just that there's nowhere. It's too big, man. Where am I going to find enough room, man? Oh, my days. Put it in the water. Is the floor of the ocean flat? No. Is it wrong if I put it in the water? Is that wrong of me to do? Yeah, it won't let me. Alright, I'll worry about this one later. Let's do this one. That's crazy. That's more than I have total right now. Yeah, I've got to do some terraforming. Can the bulldoze Pokemon help you, or do you just Graveler that? Because I've been Gravelering it. And I noticed there's a bulldoze ability, and I don't know what it does. I don't know what the heck that does. On Pallet Town, I just carved that shit out with my bare hands. Where are you getting this one? Get away from me. Sorry, Piplup, you're adorable. What do you want? You shouldn't be on land. Fluff? Brother. Brother, come with it. Follow me. Follow me for a second, brother. You're gonna look at this? It's gonna be like SpongeBob with the diapers. Look at this. You gave me fluff? Look at all this fluff, man! Wait a minute. You think that's a lot? Look at the fluff, man! The fluff is everywhere! There's fluff everywhere! There's fluff all... You think you're special because you picked up 3 pieces? There's a fluff inside of... whatever his name, Pommy? He's eating it. You think you're special? Get away from me. Be gone. Be gone from me. Be gone! No, let's not do this again. Be gone! Graveler things down. It's specifically for building tasks. Okay, that's what I thought. Just demolition kits. That's kind of what I thought. That's kind of what I figured. This would be a nice spot. This is where Lapras used to live. Bump. Bump. I still don't see a rat. They really didn't put Rattata in this game, and I'm salty about it. I mean, maybe it's there, and I just haven't gotten it, but I have a feeling it's not there, and I'm kind of salty about it. And then Wolfie puts Raticate in the worst normal types of all time? I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm mad about it. I know he said that it's based on, like, results and whatever. I'm mad about it. Get Raticate some results. Get Rattata some results, please. Are you salty about that? I love Rattata. Rattata is one of my favorite Pokemon. Can I fit it here? Absolutely not. That is so big. That's even bigger than the other one, man. Oh. I mean, I could fit it here. I have tons of sand. Maybe? Like if I don't want to tear into the SS Sand that badly. How far does this go? That would go into the SS Sand. I'd have to pull it back. What about the Alolan forms? Yeah, the Alolan one could stay at the bottom of the list. I don't care. I like the OG rat. He has all the good support moves. He has bad stats. But he has guts. He has bad guts, but he has guts. They do have Zubat through Crobat, which is kind of nice. There's a lot of Pokemon I like in this game. It has my favorite Pokemon of all time, so I can't be upset. Did you have a pet rat as a child? No. No, I just like Rattata. I went to, my friend's kid. My friend from high school has like a kid who's like 2 or 3 or something. And he recently got into Pokemon. And loves like Pokemon videos and Pokemon blah blah blah. And I pray every day he doesn't watch my channel. Not my carrots! Oh. I need that tail too. You're like carrots back. But I was like, buddy, what's your favorite Pokemon? And he's a child, you know? So he's like, Charizard. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. Like, that's 100% fair. Good answer. And then he was like, what's your favorite Pokemon? And I was like, Rattata. And he looked at me dead in the eyes and went, Rattata? And then he stopped talking to me. Which I thought was hurtful. I thought that was quite hurtful. He's no better than a 2-year-old. The 2-year-old thought my choice was stupid too. I'm hurt and offended. You know what? I should just tear down this tiki bar. Because I'm never going to build this. I'm never going to build this out. I can take the trees away. I can have them. You know, I can take the beach chairs. I can take the menu. That's fine. I can use that at my place. And then I could use the bricks. I can use the light. That maybe the cash... I don't know. This is like useful stuff. I'm never going to put this together. Because I'm just going to work on Pallet Town. Kids are great judges of character, but not of rats, of humans, okay? So let's get rid of these. I don't need this. I don't need this rock. I might hold on to the other one just in case. Yeah, let's tear this down. Give me some of that potato steak. You should have said cast form normal. Me? Or the child? I guess first I should check if there's enough room. That might be smart. Is there enough room for a broken down power plant? Almost. If I go from like back here, I can get rid of that dock and just fill it with sand. Move it to the left. And then I pretty much have enough room. Like maybe back one more step. Yeah, I can make that work. That can work. I don't need these benches too much. I'll find a home for them someday. Don't drown! Don't drown! Wrong button. You can just pick this shit up. You can just hold on to it. Oh, get out from under there. I tried to introduce later gen Pokemon to my brother's kids so they aren't solely interested in like the Kanto starters. I've noticed Kanto starters are really popular, but new Pokemon are pretty popular with kids too. My cousin's kid, his favorite Pokemon is Scorbunny, which I think is cute. Because he, I think he played Pokemon Go and he had a Scorbunny or something. And he got a card. Do you have the best water type in the game? Yeah, he's like right over there somewhere, actually, in a shower. Fun fact. His name's Piplup. Just kidding. Do they have Totodile in this game, by the way? I noticed they have Cyndaquil, and I haven't seen Totodile or Chikorita, and I'm kind of upset. But maybe I just haven't gotten them yet. And maybe they didn't do that because of Legends ZA, but I mean, Totodile's my favorite, man. That's my favorite starter. And I'm important. No, don't say they're not there. Don't you dare say that. Don't say they're not in the game. Don't do this to me. I like Cyndaquil. Don't get me wrong. He's up there for starters for me, but if they don't get Totodile, this game's going down a letter grade. Get rid of these. I don't want these here. They could float away. Okay. Beautiful. I really could have just used the Magnemite there, but it's fine. Wait, this is useful. No, never mind. That's teal. I don't need that. Get Stinky Chris over to a shower. Okay, we don't need to hurt my feelings. We don't need to do anything like that. What can I drop that I won't use later? I don't really need this stuff, like the Avalog table and this, but I don't really want to drop it. I don't need these. I have a bunch of this shit already. I don't really need this stuff. I don't really need the wooden benches. Yeah, I don't want it, and I don't want these. I'll hold on to these. No, I won't. There were DLC plans for this game. I wouldn't be surprised. This game is a hyper success. I would not be surprised at all if there was DLC. Even if they planned it and nixed the plans, they'll probably bring the plans back. Can we see if we can find all the crap you throw away in the ocean on your quest to kill Kyogre? Yep. We go to every waterway and find all the shit I threw. I think there's a limit to how many items you can toss. Because I notice when I hunt for Pokemetal, all the shit eventually just like gets fucked and disappears. You have to be like careful. Your favorite starter is Piplup? No other reason than you got a French one named Tiplup? That's a good reason. I'll give it to you. And Piplup's cute. I think Piplup is one of the most adorable Pokemon to like be part of the story in this game. Piplup is very cute in this game. Like, Bulbasaur's cute in this game. Squirtle isn't really that cute in this game. He doesn't do much. Charmander is not cute in this game, really. Let me think. What other starters are in this game? Torchic is cute. But not as cute as Piplup, I think, in the story. Snivy, go to hell. Sprigatito, go to hell. Froakie, go to hell. None of them do anything interesting in this game. Oh, this calendar is useful. Steal everything. How do I have room for all this? What happened? How much stuff did I throw? What is happening? Okay. Drop the bench. Goodbye. Drop the tables. Cyndaquil is my favorite starter because it was my first starter ever. That's totally fair. Mine was Totodile, but then I restarted the game. And then, I ended up beating the game with Typhlosion and got it to level 100, I remember, when I was a kid. And then I thought there were, like, glitches and stuff or secrets you could do to get at a higher level or find new Pokemon and stuff, and that was not true. Fuck this, I'm breaking all this shit. Why am I wasting my time? Get rid of all of it. Family emergency? I'm so sorry about that. I hope everything goes okay. Thank you for coming by the stream. Who threw up? Delicious Peter, for some goddamn reason, has given a Charmander like a weirdly sensual, icky, sexy guy voice. Isn't Peter, like, not picked up the game in a long time? Didn't he play it, like, twice? I see Shannon play it all the time. Shannon goes online, like, every day to play the game. And I do not blame Shannon because I do the same thing. What? Oh, it's hollow. I wish there was an option for Magnemite to just break shit and not pick it up. Like, don't pick this up, please. I don't want it. Oh, too bad I picked it up. I also didn't realize there was the replace function for the longest time. That has sped things up incredibly for me. It has been unbelievable. I think Peter does enjoy it. I don't know how much Peter enjoys it, but I'm sure he likes it a lot more than like ZA and Scarlet and Violet, knowing Peter. I didn't ask. He hated ZA. I think that's so wild. I couldn't see myself really going back and playing ZA very much going forward, but I liked it. I had a good time with it. I didn't think it was like the greatest game on the planet, but I enjoyed it for what it was. I really liked it. I think it's like story heavy, but I think some of the characters are fun. I think the mechanics are fun. I don't know, it was like one of those games where I really like, I have fond memories of it. This game, the day we started playing it on stream, that was like, that felt really good. That was like one of those moments. This game is peak. Dude, finding that shiny Esper, that was fun. Where we realized that there was a glitch that just came out where you could just go back and forth and force shiny spawns. You haven't found any enjoyment since ORAS? I can't really blame you there. I think Poptopia has been a joy, an absolute joy. I am really loving this game. I can't break this? What? Oh. But, I also know that people, not a lot of people have been playing this game because it's damn expensive. You have to have a Switch 2 and then pay the full price. That's damn expensive. That's a lot of dough. It's an item, not a block. Dang it! Too bad I don't really... I mean, pitched brick roofs are kind of expensive because you gotta use bricks, and bricks are slow to make. And I don't usually go to the Dream Island that has clay. Because I like to go to the one with the Pokemetal over and over again so I can make a bunch of generators and lights and stuff. So bricks are kind of valuable. But I don't think I'm going to keep any of this. First ever Pokemon game I played was Sword, so like I have one of the most skewed perspectives. That is crazy. That's like my least favorite Pokemon game. That, and I don't like Sun and Moon. And I don't love X and Y, but I don't hate them. I kind of hate Sun and Moon. I haven't even finished it. And I kind of hate Sword and Shield. I keep asking all my friends, hey, are you playing Poptopia? They're like, I don't have $1,000. It's valid, though. You can't even, like, argue with that. You're just like, dang it. I'm glad that I have a group of friends who stream and basically make money by playing Poptopia. Because then I wouldn't have anyone to play with. Because none of my friends in real life have even... Like, I have one friend with a Switch, too, and all he has is, like, Mario Kart and Donkey Kong, and that's it. Swordbird, Shieldbird, and Gunbird are the best Pokemon characters ever made. I can agree with that, okay? I didn't say anything about those 3 characters. Okay? Other than that, there was a bit of a flop in that game, okay? Other than the Swordbird, Shieldbird, and Gunbird. First game was Heart Gold. That's a really good one. The first game I could understand. Because I got Red and Blue when I was really little, but I was too young to really understand anything. But my first game was Pokemon Gold that I actually could figure out and play. It's me from YouTube chat. I joined Twitch because it's better. Welcome to the Twitch. Welcome to the dark side. Alright, I can break these with the grab. I mean, it's not really easy to break these with a grappler, though. First game was Crystal. Crystal gave me main character syndrome. Emerald was the first one you knew what you were doing. Sapphire for me was like, that was like, I knew how to play the game well. I didn't know about like, you know, like EVs and IVs and stuff, but I knew how to like actually beat the game, play through the game, understand the story. Gold was like, I finally could play. Like I couldn't play it very well, but I could read, you know what I mean? Red and Blue I could barely read when that game came out. I mean, it came out when I was born, the year I was born. But, like, by the time I had it, I could barely read at all, or do anything. I could barely do basic human functions. Your first game was Diamond. Slow game, but good game. I remember, like, playing through Diamond, like, over the span of a week, and I remember thinking to myself it was taking a long time, but I also didn't want it to end. Because I was enjoying it. Cheated like crazy with the action replay. I did that with Gen 3 and Gen 4. I was like entranced by cheat codes, and I would always try to write my own cheat codes, but I had no idea what I was doing, and I think I fucked up a few save files doing that. Bad eggs. My first Pokemon was White, and I still have my first starter in Pokemon Home. That is sweet. That's the thing. Like, I feel like if you had the opportunity to do that and you went through with that, that is such a beloved, like, cherished childhood thing that you have now, possibly for the rest of your life, based on, I would imagine Pokemon's going to be around a very long time. But for me, my first starter, my Totodile in Pokemon Gold, the battery fucking died, and it's gone forever. So by the time the technology came out, where you could, like, dump your save file, which I did on my recent Gold, Silver, and Crystal cartridges. By the time that came out, it was long dead and long gone, so I don't have my starters. I think, does Red's battery die too? I'm pretty sure that battery died too, so I don't have Pokemon Red, like my original file from that anymore either. Your first game was Yellow. I got Yellow as a gift from my sweet, sweet uncle, rest in peace. And my brother traded it when we were kids for a Mewtwo card, which was a horrible deal. Terrible deal. But he thought it was, like, worth a ton of money or something. Meanwhile, it's worth, like, 99 cents. Granted, we were, like, 6. We didn't know better. I got all the way to Giovanni and Fire Red without being able to read. It was a Pidgeot. And you got stuck because you couldn't find the gold teeth? Oh my days. I got stuck in Pokemon Red at the very beginning with the mark because I couldn't read. I had no idea how to get out of Viridian City. And then I did it. I think I've told this on stream before. I did it once, like on accident, and I caught a Kakuna and I didn't know what Kakuna was. It just looked kind of sick. I have to use Magnemite for these two. I just thought it looked cool, and then I battled a trainer, lost, and I thought the game was over, so I turned off the game without saving and couldn't figure out how to get out of Viridian City again. Damn, your Charizard? That sucks. Hindsight's 2020, man. That fucking sucks. You still have your Pokewalker? I never had a Pokewalker. I never had Heart Gold or Soul Silver. That's like when I fell off Pokemon for a while. Like Diamond and Pearl were the last games I was really into. And then I got older, and all I cared about was sports and girls for a while. And then I got even older, and then I was like, oh yeah, Pokemon's fun. I like Pokemon. And I got back into it. First game was Ruby. I think the game I cherish, like, in my childhood the most, other than, like, Gold. Gold, like, I have very fond memories of because it's my first game. The first one I sunk, like, a shitload of hours into, though, was Sapphire. That was the game where, like, I poured my actual childhood into it. Welcome from Oak Creation Stream! Hello! Hello, hello! Welcome in! We are trying to get coins by building the 3 legendary bird things at different places. So I can get more power to my pallet town, because I don't have enough power. Welcome in! Why are you tearing down this poor building? Because I'm not going to ever give it anything. I'm just going to put a power plant here. You always forgot to save. I did that with red version for the longest time. Okay, we're almost at the point we can graveler this. Finally. Still have your Pokewalker with a Raichu in it? Interesting. You erased the save file he's from, so he sits in the pocket dimension unaware his universe was destroyed. That's awful. You could probably just put him in a new one and he wouldn't know the difference. Some dude built a crazy ROM hack rebuild of Pokemon Yellow with new mechanics. I think I saw that. I think I did see this. Maxed out the time played for Diamond. I remember looking at the hours I put into Diamond and Sapphire. It was ridiculous. What up, OK Reations? I know that's not how you pronounce your name, but I was feeling a little silly. I got a little hyper. I don't know why. I should really think about things before I say them. You're probably like horribly offended. This guy's a silly little guy. Wow. Oh, man. Dude, the underground rocked. I don't know what your experience was like, everyone in chat, as a kid. I went to, like, an after-school program, okay? And everyone had Diamond and Pearl because Pokemon was still, like, at its peak in popularity at the time. I mean, it's extremely popular now. What am I saying? It's never, like, gone down in peak. But everyone had Diamond and Pearl on a DS, and you would play the underground games, like Capture the Flag and stuff, with everyone. It would be like 20 people in one thing playing at the same time. And it was so sick. I can't believe you've done this. Thought it would teleport you across the map. I did too for the longest time. But no. I remember, like, seeing, like, before I ever made it to Snow Point, I was like, I gotta get up there. There's probably the rarest shit in the underground there. It's literally, like, exactly the same. I was like, I bet there's some secret Pokemon up there. Also, I remember getting Heatran twice in a save file for some reason. And I remember getting Cresselia twice for some reason in a save file. I don't know if that was a glitch or like, what. I don't know what was going on with that. Did that happen to anyone else? Like, they went to the volcano in the battle area and it got Heatran, and then the next day they went back and it was back? That happened with Giratina, too. Did you get 5 Genesects? I didn't play those games when I was a kid. So I've never had a save file with Genesect in it in my life. Not once, not never. Events for Crescent and Frog. So are they like recurring events? Like, is that normal? You only notice the corner tiles being wrong. Don't worry about my tiles, okay? My tiles are perfect. Look at these tiles. They're all bags. Remember when everyone was hating on this game? Now everyone's addicted to it. That's the thing. I think a lot of people just wanted to hate it because it's easy to hate on the new Pokemon game. And then a lot of people got really into it. And then what are you going to do now? Everyone likes it, actually. Surprise. All right, build 2 more rows. Like, it's really easy, especially if you haven't played yet, just to, like, look at the footage and be like, oh, this game's stupid. How come Ditto looks like this cartoony, stupid character, and then they have, like, the actual models of the Pokemon? This game's an F. 0 out of 10. They play it, they're like, okay, it's kind of like Minecraft, and I like Minecraft, but it's not good. And then they keep playing it. I got the milk and the cigarettes, but I smoked all the cigarettes. I still have more milk, though. Sorry about it. Did you ever tell us which of the Gen 10 starters is your favorite? I like, is it Bonbon? Pon? I like the dog. I think the dog is the best for me. I think I would not pick Brout. I'm sorry, Brout lovers. I would not pick Brout. I would not pick the Angry Bird. I don't think I'd pick the Salamander. I have to dig some of that out. And then if I don't go back one more row, then I have to dig out some of the steps, which is kind of annoying. I'd like to go back one row, man. Okay, I have an idea. I build 1 tile out. Brout is best easy? I'm sorry, Brout fans. I'm sorry. Was it a little pet shop that the salamander looks like? I think the dog is funny, but if it stands on his back legs, I'm going to frown. I will frown. And I have a feeling it might. Dude, it'd be farting. I didn't deserve a laugh and I got it. You're welcome. I'm welcome. Simple solution for this. There. I'm really strong. Gekwa is my personal favorite pick. I just have this god-awful feeling they're gonna fuck her up and make her like on 2 legs with a goddamn human job. I bet they will. Isn't the game... Doesn't it look to be like based on the Philippines or something? Or like one of those islands in the vicinity? I wonder what they would... Like what themes they would go with for the starters then. If there are themes. When your favorite childhood creator quit, who was your favorite? Indonesia. I wonder what the themes would be then. The heck? Oh, I gotta go 2 more? Is that 2? If I move it over 1... I also gotta get some tiles over there. This thing's so big. I have no idea what the themes would be. I don't know what jobs they would give them. I don't know enough about Indonesia. Unfortunate but true. Okay. Alright, get it back. You. Covered over there. I think we need tiles right there. And then we gotta get rid of the grass and the rock over there. And then 1 or 2 over there. I'll enjoy absolutely butchering the pronunciation. My favorite creator was Ada. I don't know who that is, unfortunately. But that's sad that they don't create anymore. Maybe I'll retire tomorrow, who knows? I turned 30 this year. Late in the year. Almost next year. No. That does feel silly, though, being a guy who streams when he's 30. That feels a little bit silly. Oh, I'm gonna have to destroy... How tall is this? I didn't even consider the height. Shit. No! I don't even want dual types, to be honest with you. I know it's not technically as good, but I would be comfortable if it was just water, fire, grass. I'd be comfortable. He's officially 60. I'm not 60. I'm 29. I'm a 29-year-old man. Okay, that is... We need another row. How tall is it? Can I see the height? It's really tall, man. Oh, no. So I'm gonna have to clear out a bunch of... Oh, fuck. Okay. So I gotta get rid of, like, all that? My days. I should really use Graveler for this, but whatever. Do you have a Cloud Island set up? Not yet, no. I don't. I'm not too worried about it. If I do a Cloud... Can you invite friends to Cloud Islands? Can you, like, play multiplayer on Cloud Islands? Oh, okay, you do. You can do that. I might... If I would do a Cloud Island, I would use it for, like, videos. I would build, like, a space where you could do, like, Graveler races or something. Another Fire Ghost? That would suck. Markiplier is 36 and he released one of his most... Yeah, he made a film and he has millions of subscribers. I'm just a chrispiche. I really would like to take this channel full-time, though, if I could. I really would like that. Pombon's final form is Fire Fairy. That would be sick. That would actually be a really good combo. Basically second Pallet Town, that's huge. Does it come in as like an island like Pallet Town does, where you have to terraform a bunch of shit? I'm assuming it does. Which isn't bad, it would just be easier if it wasn't. Alright, get rid of these just now. Just deal with it now. You can also make it view only. That's kind of big. That's actually huge. Okay. What do I gotta get rid of? Also, the answer to the Graveler question, yeah, I could. I could totally do it that way. What is the lore of this game? Spoilers, if you're someone who hasn't played through it yet, but it's been out for a while. Basically, the world has gone into horrible climate disaster. Humans have gone to space, and they put Pokemon into computers, the PC. Like, as many as they can. Could be all, could be not enough, I don't know. And the system kind of failed, but not in a way where the Pokemon didn't survive. It was in a way where they kind of got out before the humans came back. And then the Pokemon are like, where are the humans? Well, let's start building shit so the humans come back. And Ditto is kind of like the catalyst, because Ditto can transform into stuff. And remembers the trainer and transforms into the trainer and can activate the Pokedex. So all the PCs think that Ditto is a human. We'll support you when you make a massive movie project. I would make the worst, most dog shit movie ever. On purpose. If I were to make a movie. I'd make a horrible movie. It would be like you would throw up in the theater. Critics puked. It's the movie of the summer. Critics are puking. Cheese World, the cinema film. Pokemon All In, the movie. We're getting sued for making this. Please support our Patreon and our Kickstarter because we're getting our asses sued. It's the movie of the summer. The smash hit. Critics everywhere are throwing up. This movie reeks. You can make a Cloud Island and give the address to a community. That would actually be a fun way to do it. What if I, like, let you guys make an island and we can look at it on stream? How many people have Poptopia, though? Do we have, like, a lot of people in the community that... We should do, like, a poll in the Discord or something. That would be cool, because I know Kush still wants to do a Minecraft server for our communities. This could be an interim way to do it for now. Or just a second server that we can all use. Just another thing. That's unironically what happened to John Carpenter's The Thing. His wife, or the main character's wife, threw up while watching it. I would throw up watching that movie again. Is that the one where he's like the Fly? Or is that The Fly? I don't know what movies are what anymore. I don't know what anything is. I don't want the seashore grass, man. If that's the route your movie goes down, it'll be a cult classic. I want it to be so bad you throw up. I want it to be so bad you're sick. You're sick because, like, you spend so much money. Like, the price of the tickets are ridiculous. And you go into it knowing it's bad because I told you now it's bad, but you didn't realize how bad. And you're like, I went into this wanting to watch a bad movie. I want my money back. It was that bad. And everyone claps at the end, though. Because it was a crazier ride than they expected. In a bad way, but in a way that makes them applaud. And then they throw spoons at the screen. No, it's the one where he's the Thing. I guess that makes sense now that I think about it. No! Hey, buddy, hey, buddy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Pengu Raid! Welcome from Pinguini244. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. We're trying to force a power plant onto this place. Yeah, tickets to the Mario movie, they're 18 bucks. Isn't that real cheap for a movie these days? Or am I out of touch? I haven't gone to a movie theater in I don't know how long. Not since like college. That's called The Room? I know, I like The Room. Thank you for the follow! Thank you, thank you. What'd I do wrong? I did this wrong. I'm out of beach sand, it's gonna look weird. Whatever, I'm only here to dump this off and get 5,000 coins. We need to get Chris into the cinema. Okay, we make Iron Lung, but it's about me and I have asthma. Has nothing to do with the game. It's just Chris has asthma, and it's like me taking a shit half the movie and thinking. That's why audiences are throwing up. Tinfoil lung. What if we call it Iron Balls? And the picture is like 2 iron balls on chains. But it's like, it's a dramatic photo with a black vignette. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be awesome? What did I do wrong? Can I put this here? What's going wrong here? What did I miss? Where did I fuck up? Is it something on the ground I don't see? This looks correct. That goes all the way up. That's the corner. That looks good. That looks fine. This looks fine, right? Yeah. This looks fine. This rock. This one single rock. You're the problem. Nope. Okay. There's another problem. Does that hang over? No. Oh, it's this too. It's all right here. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Clean up the trash on the ground. I think the trash is fine. It depends on what the trashy is. That didn't fix it. Oh my god, do I have to clean up the trash? I can't clean all this trash up. I don't have room. I don't have the means, the space. It's over here. This is the problem. You're the problem. You've been the problem. You're still the problem. I think it's just this block, right? Nope. Okay. Huh? Is the seaweed the problem? No. Wait, yeah, the seaweed was the problem. Okay, we're good. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I need a lot of sea glass. I'm gonna want Tinkaton over here. How am I gonna get all these Pokemon over here is the question. I'm gonna have to build a bridge. Okay, I need to find copper, which I can do. I think there's plenty of copper in Pallet Town. And then I have plenty, I still have iron ore. That's fine. Get rid of this. I don't want this. I can drop off some of this stuff that I don't need. Don't put Tinkaton on this job, it'll take until tomorrow no matter what. Is that true? Okay. Where am I gonna get the sea glass fragments from here? Or do I go to a dream island? I don't know. Can't you just break sand like this and then you get sea glass? I could just break this and put like stone down and it shouldn't matter. I wish I rotated this. I don't think it's a perfect square. 50% seed, 50% weed. Alright, let's worry about the copper. Let's drop off some of this stuff and worry about the copper. Bing, bing, bong. Bing, bong. Get the Delicious James and Zane Games crew into the movie. I think I would only get Danny DeVito when he's like 90. And it would just be him. Another him. I would be in it, but I'd be a background character. And then I would get like Steve Buscemi to do one line and that would be it. Put more of these dumb beach chairs down here. I don't really care where. You can just be like this. I can worry about it another time. That's fine. Let's put this into a shop. I think I have a shop that has a space open over here somewhere. Get out of my way! Pikachu thinks this spot is awesome, by the way. Pikachu loves this spot. I don't know. I didn't do anything. Can I fit the calendar? Where can I fit the calendar? Will it fit? If it fits, it ships at a low rate. I can put it up there somewhere. Like, I don't know. Can't go here. Can go here, I think, but that looks dumb. Can't go there. I'll just put it up here. It doesn't matter. That's fine. Why does nobody use this spot? Come on. Everyone just wants to sit in the hot tub in this town. Oh, nobody's here. Never mind. Where is everyone? Is anyone here? No. Where is anyone home? No. Is Munchlax the only person in this town left? Did everyone die? Chansey? No. Oh. Where am I gonna put this mug? You got nothing. You got nowhere to put it. Who wants a mug? Is anyone home? Oh, Snorlax, thank God. Just the two of you. Did you eat everyone? Surely, the owls want the mug, surely. They got raptured. That's deranged. I had a really nice house going in here. Like, I had everything color-themed and everything, and then this guy was like, I don't like it. Turn off the lights, put this in here, and get rid of everything. Thank you for $20! Thank you! That's really
Play
kind
the
of you.
seagull video. I have a fever so you can't tell me no. Pity me.
I think the seagull is somewhere over here. I think it's one of these. Where is it? Where is the seagull? Where did I put it? Where the heck did I put the seagull? I don't know where I put it. Video capture. There's a window here, an image. Is it, this? It's just a hunt for the sea. What is this?
The Chrispiche stream is brought to you by Seagulls.
I found it, don't worry. It should say Dougie Quacks. What was that? I can't even see what that alert is. Maybe my computer's gonna blow up. I don't know. Isn't that how you start the stream? Only on days that I'm sponsored by Seagull. They don't sponsor every day. Today I'm sponsored, technically, by Gamer Shops. Drink lots of it, it's good for you. But I thought you wanted something, never mind. I thought that was my alert. That always happens. Because you guys can't see the alert, it plays all the audio from my desktop, and usually it's just Adobe being like, hey, do you like Adobe? Hey, do you want to update Adobe? We have no updates yet, but if you want to, you can. What do we do? Oh! Brother, how... Okay. How is he supposed to expect me to go over there? This can go in here. I don't know where to put the Avalug table. I'm gonna put it in Chancey's place. Do you think that would become such a channel meme when you showed it during the Will-O-Wisp stream? No, because I don't know back when I made it if I used it for a stream. If I did, nobody cared about it when I made it. But it became 10 times funnier when I wasn't ready for it and I didn't know what it was. And I just accidentally played it. But I was not expecting it to stick. Oh, I never made the Piché broadcasting station. I need to do that too. And then I'm still waiting for the P.O. box to get approved, man. It's also extremely zoomed in, that's true. Why, though? What was going on with that? What the heck? Are you making food? Smells delicious. I love water. Bing, bing, bing. Alright, let's get some copper. Copper can probably be found over here. This is all just to get more power to this city because it doesn't have enough. I need like 20 copper ores. Or 50? How many did it need? I need like a ridiculous amount, I think. Tell them to hurry up with the P.O. box? How the hell are we supposed to send thousands of sea monkeys? I don't want the sea monkeys, man. I think I need to stop by this weekend. I think I just need to show up there and be like, give it to me. Thank you for the follow. Look for the stream. We don't need more sea monkeys. We don't need any sea monkeys. This is the first time I've had time to catch up on your Poptopia playthrough. Why is your Snorlax a narcissist that sleeps on a bed of himself? That's where he spawned, on his bed. So I said, you know what? You can keep it, man. I don't want it. I'm not gonna sleep there. That's kind of weird. Now that I know you exist, that's like if I got a bed of Delicious Peter's head. I was like, yeah, I know this is your head, and I know you personally. But yeah, I'm just gonna sleep on that. Forever, every day. You know, which is kind of deranged and crazy. Thank you for the membership. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I hope you like copper, because that's what we're going to be doing for a bit. I thought everyone was sending sea monkeys. I thought nobody was going to send sea monkeys. I thought we went over this, and I don't need sea monkeys, and the sea monkeys are just going to die. I thought we went over this. But here we are going, no, he needs the sea monkeys. How much copper do I have? 21? That's not enough. Potato hamburger steak. It is actually amazing how much progress has been made since the first one, but I've played so much off stream. I've put a ridiculous amount of hours into this game, I think.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I already have 374 in my cart ready to order to the P.O. box as soon as he opens it. That's great. That's awesome news. The P.O. box is going to be like this big, man. I can't get it any bigger than that. Like, we'll put it in a locker if it gets bigger than that. It's over for me. Put a 1 in chat, by the way, if you guys were watching Peter's stream that Zane and I were sitting in on. Put a 1 in chat if you were watching that earlier. Before everyone migrated. 2? Oh, I was there. Well, you're a mod. That, you know, you were working. 1. There's a 1. Who is there? Like, if you were there in the stream, if you were one of those people, did you go, like, were you on Twitch or were you on YouTube? Because I don't know when the YouTube stream ended, but I do know when the Twitch stream ended. They aren't that big, they'll survive in a box that small. I mean, like, if I get sent, like, a bunch of stuff in general, and I think some people want to send big things, I think I'm doomed. YouTube. Did the YouTube stream, like, officially end after the second raid? Or did it end with the... Did you guys raid with the first one? We aren't shipping them to you live? I know you were there for the second raid. I saw you in chat, Tris. But was, like, the YouTube still going? Because that was really funny. I'm happy to describe that for people who don't know what I'm talking about. I was, like, laughing about that. We were talking on the call after the stream ended. We were laughing about it. And the Squidward guy. YouTube was still going? Okay. So if you're watching on YouTube, you know what happened. But if you weren't watching what happened, basically Peter was wrapping up the stream because he had already picked out, like, the winner. And, he decides to, like, do a raid. And then he sends his entire Twitch audience away. Because on Twitch, you do the raid, and then you end the stream. Right? Versus, like, YouTube, it waits until you end the stream, and then goes forward with the raid. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I've never done it, but based on how I've been told it works, that's what it sounds like. So he sends his entire audience away, and he's wrapping it up. He's about to send away the YouTube audience, wrap things up, call it a night, say goodbye to us. And then all of a sudden, right after he sends his audience away, Small Ant raids his stream. And now he has like 1,000 new people in the audience. And he's just saying goodbye. I thought he had ended it too, so I thought, like, when I was there, I thought literally, like, they raided, and then he ended the stream, and they got, like, 1 second, and their Twitch time was over. Which I thought was really funny. But then he was like, oh shit, I gotta entertain 1,000 people really quick. Before I wrap things up. So he's, like, trying to show what they're, like, what the stream was and what they did, and Zane and I are just being stupid. There's a guy named Darth Squidward in the chat. I got laughing at that, so we started doing impressions of Squidward as Darth Vader, force choking SpongeBob, and then hundreds of people left. Oh, and then he sent the same people to the same raid he did before, so we were watching that after the stream, and the guy was so confused. Who was it? It was a legendary PokeTuber he sent him to. I can't remember his name. Why can't I remember this? My memory is getting so bad, man. He didn't even believe it. Yeah, he was like shocked. He was like, this is the worst news ever. Zane and I were just laughing. Yeah, Jay Wids. Thank you. I was gonna say Jay Flitz. I was like, that is so wrong and disrespectful. I feel like I'm getting stupider. I think it's because of work. I think it's because I don't sleep enough and I work too much. I'm getting dumber. I think my IQ is actually going down considerably. Maybe that's fine, though. Maybe that's good for you. So we watched Jay Witz, and he's like, why did Delicious James raid me twice? And then everyone's doing a bit from my stream. Like, for one of my stories. I don't know if you guys remember when I talked about when I went to the thing at University of New Hampshire. And they shot the t-shirt cannon and it sent a kid to the hospital, and they were all chanting, let's get deep. But they rated him twice saying, let's get deep. It's just like, I'm sick. I don't know what's going on. They hit my friend in the belly with a t-shirt cannon. He had to go to the hospital. Why can't I? What, Dragonite? Where do you? Come on. There we go. That was so funny. I was laughing about that so hard after the stream ended. That's like why I was a little like I was gonna be late because of that, because we went over 8 o'clock, but I was like extra late because I was just laughing with them about it, and the SpongeBob thing. Oh, I forgot I put this here. I gotta light these candles. Put food there. He was on a reality TV show about nerds, and there's an iconic clip of this evil nerd man being like, I am the superior player. Jay Witz only knows Pokemon, but I know everything. That's hard. There's This Life is an episode of The Simpsons. I actually thought about that today because they want to do Donut Wednesdays at work for some reason, where they just go to Dunkin' Donuts and order a shitload of donuts. I feel like I'm going to turn into Homer Simpson, sitting in an office eating donuts, going, donut. I don't want to turn into that. They've taught me the important lesson that you could just talk to people. That's true! People are just people, and you can just reach out to them and talk to them, and it's not a big deal. That's how they got to know me. They just reached out to me over email, and then I looked at their channel, and I said, these guys seem funny. And I said, sure, I will hop on a quiz, and then we just talked after the quiz. What do you do for work? I work with businesses to do like digital signage in retail spaces and touchscreens in retail spaces. So I do animation, I do video, I do graphics. I help manage a team. I sell the product, so I do sales, and I do code. It's like the boring version of being a YouTuber. It's the boring, stressful version. I mean, YouTube is stressful, but you know what I mean. It's like you do the same thing, but it's not fun. The process and the content of it is not fun. And he shakes the hands of murderers. That's true. I did do that. I did not knowingly do that. Did meet a murderer, shook her hand. Did not know she was a murderer. Do they know about your internet presence? Some of them do. I think only one of my coworkers has ever seen this stream, and it's because her cousin's ex-boyfriend, and her cousin is also my ex-girlfriend, which is kind of weird, is a fan of Zayn, and then realized that I was on there, and was really weirded out about it. So, he sent her my channel and was like, why is Chris on this? So she's seen it and she's cool about it. And then others know I do YouTube and I do Spotify, but they don't know my credentials. One of them knows my Spotify and listens to me, which is kind of weird. What kind of work do you normally do? I'll do like a lot of advertising, marketing stuff. It's really boring. It's like not even fun to explain. It's like if you ever walk into a store and you see the slides on the screen or an animation. I do that, but I try to make like over-the-top stuff, which gets us sales. So like you can buy a stock weather feed for like a retail store so people can look at the weather, which I think is really boring. So what I'll do is I'll find the code for the weather feed, and I'll set up a series of triggers with a bunch of different like fun branded animations that are like super custom with the weather on it, and then it'll have like fun animated, like interesting things to look at instead. or like I'll do code if it's like a bank or something. I'll like get their rates up on there or whatever. It's kind of boring. Your boss came in during Coconut Simulator. You didn't notice. Oh, good. That's great. You could just break into Chris's house and wake him up in the middle of the night and talk to him. You could do that. Would I appreciate it? I don't know, but you could do it. You have free will. That is a thing you have. Just today became a Bailey fan after watching the Webkins video in which she sounded like she's about to break out laughing every time she speaks. I haven't watched it. I heard Dougie's in it. I haven't watched it. I need to watch that tonight. That'll be my bedtime video. I can relate to the exciting but boring. I do IT work. I have to do some IT stuff too because I'm young. And unfortunately, that means you're in the IT department. It's for a local gas station chain, so it's the most boring of stores. I think, yeah, it's probably true. I feel like if you were to get a fun job at a gas station, I think my job, and I've never worked with gas stations or like food places before, but I feel like that would be the funnest part of those jobs. Would be like, if you're in like a really progressive food establishment or convenience store and they have screens and stuff, I feel like doing the ads for those would be really fun because it would be like over the top. I saw my buddy Max James. Max James he did like the Go DeMarcus documentary, if you ever saw that on TikTok. He's a very talented videographer, editor, and musician who lives out of the Kansas area but was in Atlanta for a long time, and he works for a company that just like produces videos for people, and I think that's so cool. I think that's the coolest shit ever. A software dev for the biggest bank in the US. That's brutal. You could hire me if you need marketing stuff. That's good news for you. You probably don't need it. It's probably really expensive for not really worth it, but you could hire me. And the software dev is probably the wrong person to talk to. Probably need to talk to marketing. Crazy that the two funniest YouTubers are married. Bailey and Zane. They're both really funny, man. That whole group, I'm so glad that I have been given the opportunity to work with the people I've been working with, because all of them are so dang funny. It is such like a joy. Like, I do a lot of collab videos to the point where I'm not even really uploading anymore, but I have so much fun doing those collab videos. Because we're just laughing the entire time. It is such a joy. I installed like $8,000 worth of cybersecurity detection software on our work laptops over a month, and they acted like I was inventing a new planet. That adds up. And the worst part is, in like 2 months, that'll be out of date. 2 months, there'll be hackers that figure out how to get past that. That is the worst part. Buy 2 of these for 10 cents off a gallon. That sucks. See, my job would be like, nobody is interested in that. That's not catching anyone's attention. Let me show you how to catch someone's attention. That would be my job. Because you probably have like marketing people, and that's it, who have like 10 other jobs other than just making those ads, and are only focused on getting ROI out of those ads. So they're not putting like thought into like the actual process of making the video or anything like that behind it. It's probably not even videos. It's probably pictures. And it could even be on a pen drive. Who knows? But my job would be like, oh, I'm like funny YouTube guy. This is how you make it like entertaining and engaging. And make people like turn their heads and watch the whole thing. That's like my whole shtick. Or like, let me take time off your hands. I'll automate it for you. I will write a code that just does the work for you. Kind of like when we do the BRB screen, stuff like that. Pictures and audio ads. Audio ads are the worst too. Nobody likes audio ads. 0 people like audio ads because it's just like bothering them. I mean, if you have a sound system, it's like fine. If you're like running like a cloud cover or something similar, Spotify, and you just have ads in between, not a big deal. If it's coming out of your TV, that sucks. Nobody likes that. Nobody appreciates that. That is annoying, especially for the coworkers. That just sucks. Chris is an AI confirmed. So what if I'm a robot? So what? What are you going to do about it? My people are taking over right now. Have you seen other countries that have adopted our hardware and software, like China? It's over for your kind. Working with our system admin to become a system admin, and part of that is writing codes to automate anything we can. That's a big deal right now. Because there's two things taking over jobs. One is AI, and AI kind of sucks because that's kind of fucked up. And then automation, because automation, most of the people in the business world are old. And they don't even know how to use computer. They don't even know how to use Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Outlook. They don't know how to use this. So there are tasks that they do that somebody younger could do in about 1/4 the time. But they will not get rid of this person because the people that are in charge are also old and don't know the difference. And that's getting rid of someone's livelihood, which is kind of evil. And a lot of people don't actually want to do that. So what they look for the young people to do instead, who are like interns or younger or working their way up, is automate it to give these people time back and let them do other things. Which is generally a very good thing. But it doesn't have to be done that way, but it's generally a really good thing. The more things you can automate, the better it is for the company and the easier work is. Or they just get you to do twice as many things now because you have more time, which is kind of fucked up. My entire job hinges on the fact that I stay smarter than the people that don't want to figure out how to do my job. I think one of the worst things you can do at a company is keep information to yourself. There's a lot of people who do that to, like for job security and that kind of thing. Like, oh, I know what to do, so they'll never get rid of me, and I'm hyper important. If you can teach people stuff, you're actually a really valuable asset, and you're showing leadership skills, and it can get you moved up to like managerial work or similar, which is a big deal and will make you a lot of money. But also, if people don't want to learn to do what you're doing, there's not much you can do about that. Most of the automation comes back to our department, so we mostly automate for ourselves. That's what I do mostly. I either automate for my clients or myself, and then I offer to do it for other people, and they oftentimes don't want it because they don't understand it. They're like, no, I like my process. I like spending 8 hours writing something by using 2 fingers on a typewriter. I like it that way. Don't automate it. Don't touch it. Which is very common at businesses. You can use a demolition kit on a completed mysterious mural. You'll get all the slates in a kit for building a new one. Wait. You mean like where the unknowns are? Like the entire mural? That is so weird. That's kind of wild. I've heard the exact same ad about the types of pears that my place sells every 20 minutes. That sucks. That sucks because that's the audio. And there shouldn't be audio. They just shouldn't. They just shouldn't do that. If you're gonna have like, that's tough. Because if it's over like a cloud cover or something like that, like I was talking about, Ultra Ruin. Interesting. If it's over like an audio thing, it is what it is, and you have to deal with it because there's people in and out of the store constantly, so you have to get it in there. If it's digital content, which I could talk to better, like videos and stuff like that, there's like a general rule of thumb that I kind of decided. There's no like article on this you can find anywhere, but I kind of decided this. The maximum you can run a playlist is like 8 minutes. If you go over 8 minutes, then people aren't going to see everything. So if you have like a piece that has audio in it, every 8 minutes you're going to hear it again, which is evil. Don't ever do that. It's insane how much some people hate it. We have self-checkouts at a lot of our stores, and some people are just so adamantly against it. I think a lot of older people at different retail stores don't want to adopt it because they like kind of the in-person and getting to know the staff and like feeling like you're being treated like a god. They like that. Whereas a lot of younger people, especially people who have like things to do, really do like self-checkout and that kind of thing. I like self-checkout and I like non-self-checkout depending on what I'm getting at the grocery store. Like, if I have something small, I'm going to do self-checkout every single time. If I have something big, I'm not going to bother everyone. I'm just going to go to the register and talk to someone and have them ring me up. Which I think is just me trying to be respectful. They told me this therapist in this facility refuses to learn our new ordering system. You are going to do her work on top of your own clinic's work. That sucks. That's ass. That person needs to be trained, and if they refuse to be trained, if their manager is trying to train them and they refuse training, they need to get official write-ups, warnings, or just get canned. There needs to be action. Because they have to stick... I mean, if they've been there a long time, that's kind of ass to just be like, you're done, you're out. But they need to thoroughly understand, like, you have to. You don't have a choice. That's not right. Just the kind of guy to self-check out with 3 carts. No, I'm not evil! Hey, don't mind me. I just have 3 carts and they're all full of pre-marinated baby back ribs. Oh god, I just gotta ring every one of them up. Oh god, it's heavy. 1. 2. I think a good place to start for a drawing tablet is just a cheap Wacom. The first drawing tablet I ever had didn't have a screen. It was like a $300 Wacom tablet that was like this big. And you looked at the monitor and you drew on it. And that's fine for your first one. I use a Huion, which is a little more expensive. It's actually really big. It's like, I can measure right now. It's like this big. With a full space to draw on. Which is really nice, but they're not cheap. They're very expensive. I use it as my monitor while I stream. Those are the people I need more of at my work. I feel like, here's the thing, I care a lot about, like... I took like I have a diploma. I took a course at the University of New Hampshire after college while I was working on like leadership and managerial type stuff, but also like how to treat other employees, how to make processes go smoother, and then like failures at companies and why companies failed or why people hate companies. And that is something I care a lot about. There are like 2 things I really care about other than making funny thing on internet and making people laugh. And that is community stuff and like people's happiness, especially at work, because I spend more time at work than anywhere else. So that's where I think about it. I think there's a lot of people in the working world that need to take courses like that. I think that's like a necessity, especially for people who are managers, especially seeing the people who were in that course and were dead wrong about things and kind of fucked up, that are in the actual world working at big companies doing kind of fucked up things. I think there's a lot of people who need to take that and need to learn from that and need to understand how to either manage upwards and figure out how to kind of do things the right way, in a cordial way, in a responsible way, in a functional way, or managers who don't know how to treat their subordinates correctly. Not to sound all, like, technical and not clown man. But that's something I care about a lot. Did you know that the last time we had a Wednesday, February 29th, and the next time we'll have one is 14 years? So we're, like, right smack in the middle of Wednesday the 29th? Somebody needs to stop that. Somebody needs to change that. And it needs to happen sooner. I'm done. I'm sick of waiting. I've been waiting 14 years. Chris flexing about his drawing pad. Hey, look, man. I animated for years on YouTube. I saved my money. I worked for years. I worked hard for this dang tablet. I had it before I even made this channel. It's actually kind of old now. Now that I think about it. I got it in like, what, 2021 or 2? Still works just as good. Drawing digitally around 6 years, and I've only ever used my shitty Wacom tablet. If you get used to it, that's fine. I think an upgrade will help you, but you can really like do a lot with a shitty cheap one. A master's degree in organizational performance and engineering and HPT practices. I don't know what that last part means, but that's awesome. Performing needs assessments and evaluations of companies to ascertain what they actually need versus companies just buying training. That's the worst. There is nothing worse. If your like HR team, for example, is like, we have a functional problem with, let's say, like the culture of the company or like the leadership from the managers. If their solution is we're going to purchase training, we're going to purchase a new software, or we're going to get a consultant, they are not good at their jobs. They need training. Or they need to get canned. And there's no in between. That is the wrong solution almost every time. Those are always a scam. Those are like 100% of the time, those are scams. Even if the person that you're talking with who's trying to train you, or you have a consultant, even if they're trying their darndest and they personally don't believe it's a scam, that's a scam. Because most of the problems are from within, and people just need to like recognize it, take ownership of what's going wrong, and take steps to actually solve the issues. Which is why it's good that you actually have like those degrees and that training and that kind of thing, because that's exactly what people need to see and hear from someone like you. They don't need to get like a company to train them and do regular training or something like that. That's silly. It's just practices. I might look that up. If you send any documents on that in the Discord, I might actually read through that. I have a bunch of like books and documents in my other room about like leadership and stuff like that. Dude, I'm getting some crazy shit out here. Some cozy Poptopia? Welcome in. We're playing Poptopia and talking about business. Conflict mediation is a job during college. Marked. Oh, I needed that. That's huge. I needed that one. I was wondering how to get that. Problem solving, evolving, communication, like emotional reading. Those are 3 extremely important things. There is so much, like, even through email, those skills of like communication and emotional reading, that is a humongous deal in the workplace. That can't be understated how actually big of a deal that is. Being able to like, because I think like a lot of like being a good manager or being a good leader is basically like being a therapist. It's basically having empathy, having sympathy, understanding the what and why on all sides, and being supportive and having like your like direct reports or your peers back. And being able to manage upwards when you need to manage upwards. That's like the best, that is the best skills you can have in any job. More than functional skills, I think. For any job ever. If you're like, if you make a mistake, or your coworker makes a mistake, or your direct report makes a mistake, and your first reaction is to get pissed off and point fingers, that is something you need to fully work on. Or like if somebody else is pissed off and pointing fingers, being able to like understand the situation from their side and kind of de-escalate the situation and be factual and cordial, that is way better skills than any functional skill you can learn in the workplace. May I ask how expensive for my drawing tablet? I've always said the most important thing I want in my manager is someone who actually cares about the people they manage. True. If you do that, you'll do your best for them and everything will work out well. True. True. Those are your people, man. You gotta care about your people, man. Yes, please. I actually don't know the price off the top of my head. I think it was back then like $2,000, I think. I spent a lot of money on my PC setup back in like 2021. And now I can't even run games that are coming out. I play Water Park Simulator and my computer blows up. Knowing how to both talk to people so they feel like they're being listened to, supported, and that you actually care about them while maintaining a professional and friendly relationship. There's like 400 things to balance at once, but my god, they're important. They're so important. You can be like, you can be friends with your peers at work too, and still understand that everything is all business. That's totally fine as well. In fact, it's probably a good thing. I actually support that. Like, there's a whole thing. How many of you who are interested in this conversation anyways, how many of you work a job where, like, your manager is someone who works from home or is not very present, or you only talk to them in their office and that's it. Is there anyone in here that has a relationship with their manager like that? For some people, I'm sure it's like you share the floor with your manager or something too. The Poke Quiz people are your work peers? Yeah. They're like my second job work peers. This is true. I think I'm like the only one out of the group. I don't know if Peter is working a full-time job still. But I think I'm the only one potentially that works a full-time job outside of YouTube. Maybe Peeper does, I don't know. I know Bailey does. I don't know if Zane does. I know Kush doesn't. I don't know if Sketch does, but I don't think Sketch does. Peeper is freelance? That makes a lot of sense, actually. Can you step out from there? Just go, just, come on. Get out of there. Come on. There you go. Full-time Chancy artist. That's awesome. Yes, the high ground. You're the only one in your department on your side of the state? That's crazy. Do you have, like, someone you report to? That's kind of crazy. How many seashells did I get? Not enough. Not nearly enough. Where am I going to get more seashells? I feel like I'm out at Bleak Beach. Oh, I've been treated with Vespiquen since I, like, started the game. Hello. What do you have? Oh, wait, you do? I brought some honey. Luxury sofa. Nah, I don't really need these. What was the rest of your story? I don't even remember what my story was, to be honest with you. I completely lost my train of thought there. I don't know what happened. What was I saying? Did you get scammed or robbed? Queenie, hello. I didn't. I actually didn't get scammed or robbed. I got made fun of by at the airport by people working there. But I won $1,100 at the casino on the slots. I came out with money. And I swam with sharks. Add shelter? Yeah, that would make sense. I'm surprised they didn't do that. There's Pokemon missing I'm surprised are missing. But there's a lot of good Pokemon they included. I talk with most of them every day, but I'm out here because we need someone to work on the equipment and they don't want to drive 4+ hours to replace a printer. I guess that makes sense. Interesting. Oh, I was talking about, like, are there people who have managers that, like, aren't present in the workplace? Either they're remote, they basically only hang out in their office and you only get called in there to talk to them, or they're just, like, never in the office. They're always, like, home, or, like, you call them and they're like, oh, I'm at the fucking grocery store. Put a 1 in chat if you have, like, a situation like that. Remote is, like, interesting because you can still make things work really well with remote. The other one's not so much. I see some ones. He's very present. I'm the one who's not present to him. Well, if you're, like, in the weeds, you're in the weeds, you know? There's a theory... Also, hello, Whiskey Sandwich. Hello. There's a theory that's called, like, management by walking around. Or something like that. It's like, leadership by walking around or something like that. And the idea is all you have to do to be, like, a successful leader is to just walk around and be kind to people. Just walk around and say hi. And ask about somebody's weekend. Or ask about, like, what have you been up to? But do it in a way that's not, like, shitty. You know what I mean? Don't be like, hey, how's it going? Good. Do anything fun this weekend? Cool. All right, I'm leaving. Like, if you genuinely show some interest, it's kind of like going on a date. Ask questions. Oh, that's another really good recipe that I needed. like show some genuine interest, actually have meaningful conversations, and actually be present around the space, then you will automatically just develop good relationships with your subordinates or your direct reports. It'll build trust way faster. People will actually feel like you care and that you have their back. And people are way more likely to talk about problems in a cordial way and a supportive way and bring them up early and get ahead of things when like a manager is doing that. It is a way different environment than someone who's just like in their space. They come out to tell you like, you got to do this for me and I need it tomorrow. And then they go back to their space, and then if you don't have it done, they're mad at you. It is such a better environment. Had a manager that was talking on their phone every second, even in front of customers. That's ass. Were they like having important calls? Because if they were always having important calls, that's a function problem. That's a person who's acting as manager because they have functional skills and they don't have leadership skills, and they're still doing functions that other people should be doing. I literally just read the leadership chapter in my organizational psychology textbook today, and I think your theory actually holds some water. I'm dead serious. This is a real thing. I have a whole diploma on this stuff. I'm not even a manager, but it matters a lot to me. He does hate Twitch? I've been reading Twitch. I didn't see your message. I saw Triss's really long message. The doctor I work with and I have our headbutts every once in a while, but we're also like kind of besties, and she has 3 kids that are my age. See, that works. I was contributing. I know, but I'm throwing you under the bus because it's easy. I think like only because I know there are so many evil companies out there, and I know so many stories, and I've worked with ship managers before. I have this fortunate thing where I get along with people pretty easily.
When are you gonna play Dolme, you coward?
Thank you for the 14 months. I'll get back to you on that. I just hear so many stories about people like having shit jobs and shit managers. Like most problems people have in the workplace, right, is with their managers. Like, and they'll be like, my job sucks. My job is I do this and I do this and I do this and I do this. And when you break it down, it ends up being the manager's fault. Ends up being management's fault. And you can even say like, oh, it's my boss's boss. But if it's your boss's boss, then your boss doesn't have a spine and doesn't have your back. You know what I mean? They're not supporting you. So usually it's your direct management's fault if you're having an awful time at work, even if you have a pretty shit job. Like if the actual functional work sucks. He really likes me, but that's because I genuinely do way more beyond what my job is. Well, a lot of people just instantly like you if you're like willing to take on above and beyond tasks. But that isn't always a healthy relationship to have. I think what's a lot more important is your like genuine relationship with that person. I mean, obviously, if you're like a go-getter, management is going to like you, and they're going to want to like know more about you and like you know, get along with you because they're like, okay, you're an asset. But and this is true if you're in school and you have teachers that you really want to like succeed with, or professors in college. If you have a job and you have managers you're trying to impress, or upper management you're trying to impress, if you just have this skill of like being able to build a strong relationship, to be a little social, to get to know people, to get on people's good side, and to also be able to understand and pick apart a bad situation from both sides and not point fingers and be cordial and honest through everything. Not be a yes man, but be honest. If you can do those things, you will succeed everywhere. I only succeeded in college because I made my professors laugh. That's like half the battle everywhere. And all of that is my fault, you know? I mean, I do the same thing at work. I go above and beyond for no reason to. So I can't blame you. I had a boss who threatened to fire me because I took a day off for a funeral. I quit thereafter. See? That's a shit boss. It's like a good boss, if you have this like quota, if you have like this deadline for these things, it could be like a crazy hard deadline, and it could be coming from their upper management. If they don't have the body of workers to support that, they need to push back. They need to go to their management and be like, I'd love to hit this. I know it's important. I know this puts my job in the line, but I got to be honest with you. We need more support, and I don't have the support right now to do that. You either got to hire more people, or we got to change this deadline and look at more realistic goals. That's the reality of it. And if they don't want to do that, if they're just like, no, work your ass off, skip the funeral for your family or your friend or whoever, that's evil. That's a bad boss. You should quit. And if you do an exit interview, hopefully it's not with that boss, but someone should know that functionally the problem is the management. That's exactly, though, that's the exact example of why I think that kind of thing is so interesting and important. Because that's like literally every single person's like, I hate my job. My manager was an asshole. I haven't had any really bad managers or bosses. I have, in the past. I've had some really, really good ones too. It helps if you can manage upwards. Even like let them know what they're doing wrong and just be cordial about it. And if they're not willing to accept that, you manage even higher. You go to HR or you go to someone even higher than them. You know? You got to stand up for yourself too if all is not working. And if that gets you fired, fuck that company. You know? My manager says he realizes a lot of these points but stays in his office because he's bogged down with his own workload. That's a failure on the part of the people above him. Because they put someone who's not in a leadership role to do functional work in a role that's really management. That's a problem. That is a problem kind of outside of him. He should be able to delegate those tasks and understand the scope of his subordinates or hers. And be able to either delegate, get some of that off his or her shoulders so that they can do more leadership stuff. Or manage upwards to people above them to be like, look, I'm not able to manage my people based on my workload, and we need to do something about it. I don't know what that is, but we have to do something. Being in an English and media degree is just like you're sitting in the front and you're actually paying attention. You are now my favorite. That's actually fair. You didn't fall asleep. I like you. Being funny does help, but you don't gotta be like the funniest guy on the planet. If you can crack a joke here and there and it lands, you're in a good spot. That does help a lot. But you also don't have to be like a clown. I ran an adventure center, surfing, rock climbing, etc. for 8 to 9 years from when I was 20 until COVID, with at times up to 25 employees. Went back to university 3 years ago. I had loads of arguments with professors that say you can't have a personal relationship with an employee. That's so wrong. That's so wrong. It is totally okay to have a personal relationship with an employee. That is totally fine. It's honestly a good thing. It is honestly and genuinely a good thing. There's a moral gray area to it, depending on how deep that relationship goes. Obviously. But I think that is a totally good... What happened to all this grass? I think it's a good thing. Because that means that people trust you. They will come to you with their problems, with their issues. Which means they are more likely to do good work and more likely to have a good time at work and more likely to be, like, brave when they know they need something. When things aren't going good. In our leadership course, there was a person I knew who was there. Where's Illumise at? Illumise's in a house, locked away. There was a manager that I knew there. I don't work with this person anymore. This was a long time ago. But I knew they weren't my manager, but I knew they were not a very good manager. I knew they were kind of a, what would the word be? Micromanager, you know? Redline everything. Get everything exactly the way I want it. I'm going to do ticky-tacky little edits to everything that don't matter, and it has to be perfectly the way I want it. You have it a way you do it, doesn't matter. It's not the way I want it. And I'm going to make you redo it 100 times to get it the way I want it. And I'm going to hover over you like a hawk while you do it. That's like this kind of person. Also like a, you do one thing wrong, I'm going to straight to HR about it. You're getting written up for it kind of person. And I remember sitting there in the course, and we had a really good professor. I have a book written by him. I forget his name. It was like Peter something. And he was asking different people in the room, like, this thing happens. Like, one of your employees makes a mistake. Maybe they woke up late. They showed up late. Maybe they, like, did some kind of error that was, like, a big deal. What do you do about it? And he asked her, like, what her opinion was. What do you do about it in this situation? And she was like, oh, yeah, well, that's really easy. You go straight to HR and you let them know the deal, and you have HR talk to them about it. And the guy just looked at her like, no, what are you trying to get her fired? You getting this person fired? What's the matter with you? You don't do that. And then we took these, I have like these pamphlets where they figure out like the kind of leader you are. I forget what mine was. I pulled it up on stream one time. But it straight up told her that she was a micromanager. And her reaction to that was, no, this is wrong. Actually, this is incorrect. Actually, they should redo this. I should take this to them and get it fixed. I was like, oh no, you're kind of proving the point a little bit. Micromanagers are just avoiding doing their job in a way. I think they're just stressed out people, but they don't have the leadership skills. A lot of times it's that same situation where you have people who are very talented in the functional role of the job they're managing, but they're not managers. I had a romantic relationship with one of my employees, and now I'm no longer allowed to train seeing eye dogs. Am I reading this right? Is that an insane message, or am I reading it wrong? Once the boundaries are kind of set, I think a place works better like that, as everyone is more open with each other about how they're getting on and try to help each other. Yeah, it's why people do like work trips and stuff, like outside of just like, oh, we're gonna go to Vegas for a conference. People like go to the bar, or they go to like they go on like a little trip to the beach, or they go like on like a team building thing, you know what I mean? But it works better when it's more genuine, and it's not like, we're gonna have a work party for Christmas. All right, thanks everyone, bye. You know what I mean? Like, if you can build an actual relationship with people as friends, it's gonna work better. And you don't have to like then go home and then like text them and be like best friends with them or anything. But if you can be like actual friends at work and actually understand each other, that's a big deal. People are going to like their job a lot more and appreciate you a lot more and trust you a lot more. Sweet, I'm excited to look through those. Thank you, Pinky. You read that one exactly as written. It was a bad joke. I think the timing on it was crazy. I'm like, this is like one of the rare times on stream where I'm not just like shouting and being stupid. And then I read that. I was like, I fuck dogs. That's insane. I wasn't ready for it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I know, like, just by saying this, I'm sure there's people who feel, like, validated in hearing some of this information. They're like, yeah, I had a bad time at work, and he's right. And unfortunately, I can't help you correct anything bad that's happening at work. But I hope that you do feel validated in that, and I hope it gives you, like, some encouragement if you are going through a situation like that, to manage upwards a little and get a little support on your back, or find a new job if it's that bad. Hopefully find a new job. I know it's tough right now. We're actually having a super awesome conversation. This place is great. I appreciate that. I primarily communicate with my manager through mostly email, unless it's our staff meeting, and we work same/similar hours. I don't hate my manager, but like you said, structure is most of it. True. Do you do like one-on-ones with your manager? Or is it just literally staff meetings and emails? Because there are situations where it's like, you can have someone who's remote managing you, but as long as they're like, they understand your scope, they check in on you, and they have genuine conversations with you, and maybe even stop in time to time in person when they can, that's a big deal. I hope there's some people who joined this stream for the first time like 20 minutes ago, and I think you're a business genius who gives lectures while playing Poptopia. You caught me on like Zane or Peter and Shannon's quiz, or Cush's quiz, or Sketch's quiz. You're like, this guy's funny, and you come in and I'm just talking business. I had a pretty ordinary day at work, but what was the situation? Also, hi, first time catching one of your streams. Welcome in. Nothing happened to me. But I just came back from the Bahamas. I was gone a week in the Bahamas. Be funnier? I'm sorry, ready? Okay, I'm sorry. Is that better? Did I fix it? I don't know where that clown nose went. It's gone. It's gone forever, maybe. I started sending memes about being on hold with the insurance companies to my billing manager. I was weirdly, genuinely, actually anxious about a response. What did we had this awful client for a long time. This is kind of sad. They got canned. Because they were unfortunately pretty awful at their role for years. And we got an email. I mean, in our world, this is really good news because they were like impossible to work with, and it made not only our job hard, but it reflected bad about our company to like the owners of their company. So that's just bad news. That's really bad for us. And we got a note saying that they were no longer working there. And my coworker printed it out and put the meme of the like guy breaking the chains in the sunset over the email and stuck it at my desk. I showed it to my manager, and we laughed about it so hard. We thought it was the funniest thing. Sometimes if they understand the joke and they understand where you're coming from and they know you and have a good relationship with you, that's totally fine. I don't blame you for feeling nervous. Don't listen to him. Think about the gross domestic product and net gains. It's all about the bottom line, baby. You want happy coworkers? Well, are they making you money? You can just get rid of them and get new ones. It's about the bottom line. That made me laugh hard. Your town is so pretty. Thank you. This isn't even like my my big build. Pallet Town's my big build. I'm just waiting for some copper to get done. That's the one I've been working on. I'll show you guys that again in a second. Welcome, person. This stream usually involves Chris trying to persuade us he's not bald, occasionally wearing a clown nose, and most importantly, banning that guy. That guy's got to get banned. What are you going to mock me for that? I'm right. This is a very benign meme. She thought it was really funny. She's twice my age, so to make sure it was palatable. Here's another thing you learn about when you're in the business world is everyone is a goddamn kid. They're just look old. Every single person is no different than people you've met in college. They are all the same. Maybe they drink less than the people did in college. Maybe they drink the same as people you met in college. But they are of the same capacity, the same work ethic. Everything's exactly the same. Their skill set, the same. Their communication style, the same, unless they've worked on it. It is literally like a bunch of kids trying to pretend to be adults. That is what the working world is like. Adults are no different. Old people, no different, except some of them get a little out of their mind when they get older. Nothing is funnier than occasionally wearing a necktie with a less than professional print on it as approved by human resources and asset protection policies. Tangrowth understands business. My doctor used to wear a tie with Oscar the Grouch on it. He's a millionaire. Frankly, we're all people. I agree. Yeah. You really see that, like, especially if you work... I work with a lot of different companies, and you see all sides of different people. And you think, like... I bet a lot of people who work at a company right now are like, man, this place is held up with, like, sticks and glue. At any moment, everything could break. We are all stressed. This place is held together with nothing but Elmer's glue stick. What is going on? That is every company. Every single company is like that, and every single person is struggling with that. Because it's all just kids trying to be adults. Wait, what did you write? I can't see the full message if it's what you typed above. It's my least favorite thing about adult life. It's just the real world, man. Everyone is equally as confused about life, as scared about life, as stressed about life as probably you are. Some people probably more so, or less so, depending on your situation. But everyone does feel the same stress and confusion and the same, like, I'm doing everything with no net underneath me about life. I'm freaking snug in bed, man. Hi, Droid. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hey, buddy. I've worked in retail and management for, like, Jesus, over a dozen years now, and yes, the business being held together with chewing gum and dream is consistent across the board. Everywhere you go, everyone you talk to. I remember seeing a clip recently talking about Twitch, right? For those of you that are looking at Twitch. The homepage is just a Google Calendar with an API. That's it. It is somebody updates a Google Calendar with streamers, with links to their content. It's all it is. It's just a Google Calendar. And it looks so professional. It looks like it's like this custom coded blah blah blah. It's just a Google Calendar. That's all you're looking at when you go to the homepage of Twitch. Somebody's manually updating that. That is an example of chewing gum in a dream right there if you just go back to home. And don't go back to home because you're watching this stream and you got to stay on this stream forever. You could build a website that looks like that and drive all the information and data on it from a Google Calendar. I've done that in different retail spaces. Their TV screens, they'll have like, oh, here's our like employee anniversaries or something like that. That's just a Google Calendar dressed up. That's just Twitch's homepage. It's me. I update the calendar.
This is in recognition for Chris's acknowledgement of, honestly, just people being people. Real recognizing real, bro, much respect, too true.
Thank you for the $5. That's kind of you. That's the real world, man. That's just how it all works. I'm telling you, you can look at the most professional, like, top-tier companies in the world, and that's just how it is. It's just paper clips and toothpicks. And a little bit of Scotch tape. When is Droid gonna stream again? I don't know what day it is. I don't know what to do. I don't have the date in the corner of Droid's stream. Like, here's the thing. When you also talk to a company or, like, an individual at a company, and that person is wicked, right? They're mean. They're like, get on my desk tomorrow. Or you're, like, a vendor, and they're like, I expected much higher quality, better communication, blah, blah, blah. That is still just a person who is equally in the same position as you, like, as anxious, as no net, as, you know, stressed out. But the way they react to it is likely different than you, unless you are like that person. Where they are defensive, they don't have any, you know, leadership skills or things like that. And they're going to take it out on you to kind of save their ass when something goes wrong. It's the wrong way to do it. But they are no different than you in the world, and just reacting to the world differently than you might be. They'll have to just be people. There are a handful, like maybe 5 or 10 people on the whole planet that are just like supercomputer people that just work like robots and are not feeling the same stresses and do things the way they do them. But in general, it literally is just people are doing their best. That's why you need to lock them in an escape room. True. So true. Put them with their least favorite coworkers in an escape room and let them learn the meaning of true friendship. Or let them fail the escape room and they never get out forever. And then you don't have to get wicked, nasty, disgusting emails. I think you meant like wicked, like sick, nasty, goated. I mean, that's fair. That is how we used that word in New England. I don't know why I started recently saying wicked like evil. I think it's my grandma says it. I've never felt fear or discomfort or stress and my muscles are huge and I'm rich. See, Droid is one of those supercomputer people. That's why he's a droid. No one hardly knows what's going on no matter how smart they are. True. A lot of people, here's the thing, fake it till you make it is so true too. A lot of people who like, either they have like raw confidence and they'll convince people what they want to do is the right thing to do. Sometimes they're right about it, sometimes they're not, and it's just raw confidence. Or, sometimes, even though they're like the smartest person in the room, they're still just trying their best. They don't really know what the hell they're doing. I still need more, ores. I'm not even gonna have the materials after this to finish the thing I'm trying to finish. I'm just gonna go back to Pallet Town in a second. There's definitely certain levels of different business hierarchies where you can see a disconnect between the actual field workers and even the target workers, like executives sometimes. Oh, absolutely. Which is a failure, by the way. That's a failure when there's a disconnect. I think some of the worst examples in history of like companies failing, I think this happened to GE. This definitely happened to Uber. Uber's an evil company. They've been evil. I don't think they're as evil anymore, but they started very evil. Very evil executive team. I think there's a couple other ones. I think there's some like medication companies and stuff like that, where a lot of their main issues stemmed from like executive teams just either not being present or making decisions without like both communicating it correctly down the ladder or like getting like input back from their management teams because they're just scary people running it. You know what I mean? Like, we're just going to do this. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you want. We're going to fire these people. We're going to do these processes now. And then it fails because either, like, everyone fucking hates their job now because you just did something awful and you didn't get anyone's opinion on it and didn't want anyone's opinion on it. Or, it was just a bad idea. And nobody, like, managed upwards and said, hey, maybe don't do it this way. Hey, maybe don't do that. Uber's still pretty damn vile. I think you're right. Uber back, like, when it started through, like, the first decade was, like, uber vile. Like, downright fucking evil what they were doing. Don't ask me questions while I'm at my job unless it's related to odd anatomy. Tell me about the hyoid bone and how I can remove it because it sounds gross. Full evil line working it beside each other at the factory. I don't want to put Torchic in there, but I might. Every gig app is sinister. Gigs becoming like, becoming a mainline type of job right now kind of sucks. I mean, I technically work a gig job by doing YouTube in a way, or contract work that I do. But that sucks that that's kind of what a lot of society is moving to. That kind of sucks. Game industry is, like, notoriously awful about this kind of thing. Very notoriously awful about this kind of stuff. Literally only taking input from data. That's when you're, like, completely bottom line focused and you're going to make your employees hate their lives, is when you're entirely data focused. Which is a type of leader, but it's not a good one. Like, if you're a very analytical person, there's a spot for you in your role, but if your whole focus is bottom line oriented and we need to make the money, we need to hit the goals, that sucks. You're going to make your workplace ass. You're going to have crazy deadlines. You're going to have people who are stressed out. You're going to have overpriced products. You're going to have undeliverable timelines. Products that fall apart if you have a physical product that are like the actual quality goes down. Bottom line oriented management is horrible. Like, it's important, but it's horrible when it's your whole focus. Everyone is a failure in Chris size. No, I think that there's a lot of easy fixes for a lot of awful jobs and awful companies. And it comes from managerial or executive positions that could be easily corrected, but it's so easy to not correct it. Bro thinks I got a rack of barbecue rib money, don't we all? Or are you referring to the gig job thing? Because there's nothing wrong with you needing to take a gig job. It's the fact that society has moved this way that's disappointing. There's a Chansey plant in the gift shop center, at the gift shop at the Pokemon Center. Interesting. I think I could just get a Chansey plant from the Pokemon Center.
Droid wants ribs. We gotta get him some ribs.
Get this man some damn baby back barbecue ribs. Some New Orleans style baby back barbecue ribs. The man's weighing. He keeps calling my wife saying, where are them ribs? She ain't got no ribs. Someone's got to get him them ribs.
You can focus on the bottom line of the data, but you have to take the input from the actual field workers. True. Well, that's the other thing. There's a lot of people who make decisions about like products that your company creates. Just looking at bottom line data and not understanding the nuance of it as well, I think. Which the field workers would know the most about. And that's true for not just managers, but also like salespeople. Like sometimes there are salespeople at businesses who will intentionally, or maybe unintentionally, make impossible timelines that they promise, or impossible like tasks for the field workers to do with expectations about the product that are impossible. Which also makes people who actually work the actual work of the job, it makes their lives hell, or it makes things way more stressful. Chris using his non-streamer voice. First of all, this is non-steamer voice. Like me taking a shit voice? This is my voice, man! Oh no, I didn't mean to play hide and seek. Okay, I guess we're doing this.
Another quick shout out. I love how the past few minutes have been business administration by Chris and chat. This stream has been really fun to join.
I appreciate that. That's really kind of you. Thank you for $5. And also thank you for the $5 on the ribs. That is very kind of both of you. I appreciate that. Did these guys get away from the Pokemon Center? How am I going to get over there? This is like a horrible starting location. I guess I got to go this way. Let's get our MBAs together. Let's join the NBA together. I think it's a good idea. I hope this is how you talk about your father. What do you mean, man? Okay, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Done. What is your streamer voice? This is my streamer voice. I'm only 5'2". I'm not joining the NBA. I'm 6'5", and I'm not joining the NBA because that's point guard height, and I'm uncoordinated a little bit. I'm a center. I sit down in the post, and I chuck the ball up. And I score. Okay, let's go to Battle Town. Oh, that was when you're talking about the droid ribs? No, my dad has the ribs. He don't share the ribs, but he has the ribs. Suppose talking about business administration, I could be a manager or something? Marketing director? That's big. Marketing director is, I'm not going to lie to you, it's kind of a scary job right now because a lot of marketing teams across the board are getting cut with the way the society's going. But a marketing director is a really good gig if you can land it. The hard part about being a marketing director, depending on the size of the company, I guess. If you're working at a smaller company, it's a lot harder. But you need to, like... It's not hard to, like, kind of keep a schedule and make sure that you have the scope of your employees up to date, because I think a lot of marketing jobs come down to, like, blog posts. There's, like, social media is gigantic. Video is huge. Unfortunately, AI is huge right now in business and the marketing world. It does speed up that field as a whole, but it's kind of sad and evil. I think the hard part is being able to effectively deliver reports to your upper management and be able to explain that in a thoughtful and cordial way, whether it's good or bad, and be able to report on like what tasks you're going to do to ensure either we're going to keep this up, we're going to come up with the next big thing, or you know, numbers are bad right now and this is why you don't need to can someone. It's due to these factors. I think that's oftentimes the hard part because marketing is such like a... There's a lot of things you can always do right, and there's things that are kind of a gamble. Are you going to begin your perpetual stew journey? I'm gonna put a bunch of carrots in a pot, a bunch of beef chuck in a pot, and then myself in a pot. And I'm just gonna stew there for 4 days and see what happens. I'm gonna turn into a big man raisin. But it's gonna be warm and awesome. I worked as a project manager. If you can teach yourself the PM software, that's like 80% of the job. A lot of project management is travel, email, and understanding the software to make sure everyone's on the same page. There's a lot of project management. Call, email, travel, understand the software, keep everyone up to date. Keep tasks at hand, don't lose the company money. No water or broth. I'm gonna put soda. I'm gonna put like 5 gallons of Coca-Cola. No, like 100 gallons of Coca-Cola and sit in it. I couldn't be a PM. I'd be stressed out as a PM. I would like to do managerial stuff. I like doing managerial stuff. I couldn't be a PM. When do we get the house tour?
I saw Chris first on group videos and he seemed a bumbling fool. Now that I've seen dozens of his vids, I know he's a smart bumbling fool that can code.
Thank you for the $4.99. I think my IQ is shrinking. Here's my thing. Here's the thing you need to understand about me as a person is I'm not that smart. I'm not that good at what I do, but I am willing to bang my head against the wall until I understand something or do it right. My life is just the Feebass Friday video. I just have a good work ethic. That's all I have. I want to do a senior technical role and never interact with anyone and make 700K a year. I mean, that's a pretty good gig. I don't even know what that does, Aaron. I saw your recent video really took off. It did. I mean, it helps because I have a couple YouTubers in there a lot bigger than me. What am I even doing? I was supposed to work on my subway. My Park Ave. I'm not smart. I just talk about stuff I know a lot about, so I sound smart. So true, bestie. So, and you know what? Your body is T2. You know that? No, like a literal subway. Subway station. I might make a Red Lobster, though. I'm thinking, which way do I want this way to be kind of where you enter the next area. And that's where, like, the train tracks are. I have, like, a whole thing dug out over here behind this wall, but I don't like it being directly in front of this. Aaron, have a good rest of your night. I hope your meeting goes well. I'm gonna have to end. I didn't even realize it's almost midnight. I've just been sitting here yapping. So I don't know how much longer we're gonna stream. But I've been enjoying this. I did start late. Red clawed, sir? True. Red, we serve corfish, crawdon, clawed, sir. Crabby, kingler. And we sell shrimp. It's been a long yap. I need to take my jacket off. I'm sweating. It got hot in here. Don't judge a fish by its ability to fly. I'll do what I want. Don't judge me. I sell crab and crab accessories. There's been a sandwich station in the subway. Call it something like Jimmy John's. Actually, good idea. I could put like a little store over here with some like ovens and a sink behind it if I want to. I could like dig this out a little bit. Move the vending machines over one. Make some room. I could do that. I'm thinking, and I'm not thinking well, but I'm thinking that what I do is this is where the train goes. I carve out this little space. I make the path a little bit thicker over here. Maybe make the wall 1 or 2 tiles here. Carve it out a little thicker, and then back here, it just keeps going all the way. And that's where the railroad tracks are, and maybe I do the ski lift things from the Skyland, because I think it just looks cooler than just doing like a minecart. There are no shinies in this game? Never mind, this sucks. But you know what? There's no feedback, so I'm giving it the points back. I have like 3 thoughts in my head. Like, this says I'm carrying too much stuff, but I don't want any of this stuff, so I'm thinking about that. That's 1. I'm thinking about your message, that's 2. I'll get back to you on the 3rd thing. Snacks and magazines and newspapers. Oh, there are literally newspapers you can put out in this game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I don't know how wide this is, so that's not helpful. Here's what I do. Here's the game plan. I'm gonna just dig a shitload out of this. Maybe to like... I screwed that up a little bit, but that's fine. Maybe to like... till I really start seeing sand. This is probably pretty close. No, it's probably further than that. Has Feebas given you Stockholm Syndrome yet? I have one staring at me in this room right now, and it's making me feel a lot of Stockholm Syndrome right now. No, is that Stockholm Syndrome? No, that's the opposite. Why does this feel wrong? Why do I feel like I've gone too far, but I know I haven't gone too far? It doesn't matter. If I overdig it, I can just cover it up. Nobody will see back here. Surely this is around where it is. Yeah, it's beach sand. Okay. So I dig all this out, and then I keep going back until I get out and I go over the land and I find where I dug out before. Oh, good. Do I have a boo bud? That's not boo. Skylifts are neat, but they're damn slow. That's true. I think I'm not going for speed, though. I think I'm going for style over speed. I feel like they don't go as long of a distance that I thought they did. They look like they go really far in the Skylands, but I couldn't get them to connect that far apart. Press plus, you can see your position on the map. Oh, true. Okay, I should have done that. I should have looked at the position here, the coordinates for right here. Okay, so I am literally in the bottom right corner of the map there. Oh my god, that scared me. I'm in the bottom right corner there, so now if I go all the way back... Should have just teleported home. If I go all the way back, and then I go to the end where I was before, where does that land me? Poptopia is a joy. I won't even lie about it to you. It is a joy. I'm glad I have a Switch 2, but it is really expensive, so I don't blame anyone who doesn't want to spend all that money. It feels worth it to me. It depends on the person. Can I use all of those to get rid of that goddamn redeem for the Feebas? I mean, I think the community would be upset, but me, I'd be a little happy. Not my son. Nicole would probably die of a broken heart. Oh, I went way past it. That's wild. Okay, it wasn't as far as I thought it was. I went so far past it. Okay, it's like right around here-ish? A little lower. Say right here. So if I dig this way, what I inevitably want to do is I want to meet the staircase and then kind of have it like change direction. So like right here, I'd like it to kind of change direction. Okay, that's good to know. So I don't need all this. I can like block it up like right here. I could put some power, like a generator back here too or something, which would be good. Because I kind of want to make like, what I'm going to do is on this island, I'm going to build a city with an actual like bunch of skyscrapers. Probably like right through here and just terraform a bunch of this, which is going to be shitty and ass, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. And then I'll need to build like a sewer system or something where I'm going to hide a bunch of the power. So I'm not going to use like water wheels and windmills. I'm going to try to use like maybe some water wheels under the water, but it would give me the opportunity to make some more environments like mud stuff. And like if I use this chalky milk, I can make like a gross sewer, which I think would be fun. I could put some of the fire like burning generators down there. Water wheels. I think I could get a lot of stuff down there. Police tape a traffic cone on a sign that says keep out and call it a day. Totally up to city code. Perfect. I think a sewer system would be fun to make too. It would just be fun to like have all the waterfalls and like, I don't know. I really like doing this because it reminds me of like making maps and advanced map or Pori map or something like that. It feels the same. It's like that in 3D. Oh. I think we're probably going to wrap up the stream about here, though. It is like midnight and I got to work tomorrow. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. A sewer system sounds super fun. You have so many unique tools to play with your imagination. Exactly. Like, I feel like you could do something with the concrete pipes. Do I have any in my inventory? Yeah, like, you could do a bunch of stuff with these concrete pipes. You could do, like, the iron bars here and make, like, a barred, like, little exit for the water to flow, the mud water. You made a factory of Pokemon slaves? Okay, they're not slaves. I just sent them to the labor sector. It's not that big of a deal, okay? They do my work for me so that I don't have to do all the hard work. Ow. Shove a bunch of gross Pokemon, put a bunch of moss, make everything stone tiles, make it all look grungy. Put the burning things down there, put some generators down there, like the fake big walls with like the techie stuff on it. Who cares about work? I need to survive! This house is just in the worst place ever. It has no power, and the path to it, I started day one, and I don't like it. I should just blow this part up with a bomb. But Pichu lives here, so I can't. Like, it's not a big deal. It's just a factory. It's not a big deal, okay? Look, look at Magmortar in there. He's having the time of his life working on concrete in there. He loves it. Look, Combustion's having fun. What are you done? You're not done. Wait a minute. What are you can't have fun. What are you doing? Get over here. You think we have brakes at this corporation? You're gonna make bricks. Yeah, you better be on it. Look at your older brother there, working hard. That's what you need to do. You made 3 iron ingots. Good for you. That's nothing. You're nothing here. See, they have fun. What is this mess? Oh my days. Oh my. guess what? I'll give you guys a little pick-me-up present. Because I don't want this. You can have that. But all this garbage needs to go with the garbage. And you need to produce metal for me so we can make bigger and better things. You'll love it when it's done. Do you know how many people are unemployed in this economy? Yeah. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many Pokemon are in this town? Look at this. Look at this. Let's go to the Pokemon Center for a second. Which, by the way, I'll be amazed if someone's in there actually working. Okay? Want to have a look? This guy's got a job. Okay, so we have 3 stores in this town, and we have a factory. I think there's around 10 Pokemon at the factory. Alright? Let's see how many Pokemon live in this town. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, no. 11, 29. That's 40. 80. 92, 93, 94. And one of them's ungrateful. Okay? 94 Pokemon in this town. Let's argue like 10 of them work at the factory, and we have 3 shop workers. 13 out of 94. What is that? Like a little over 10% of people are employed? That's almost 90% unemployment. That is unbelievable. Can you give Tangrowth a home? You can. But you have to get some like rare stuff that I have not found yet. What are you going to do if Dougie blows up on YouTube? I'll be very happy for him. And maybe ask to be in one of his videos. Or to collab on my channel. You know when Pokemon have flamethrower? You're not special, Kabuskin. That's what I'm saying! That's what I'm saying! Or Ember, or Fire Spin, or just Will-O-Wisp, really. Ghastly up there can do your job. Remember that. A little fart cloud can do your job. Kimchi from Chowder. Remember that next time. What are you paying those Pokemon for all their work? They get shelter. They get to live here, okay? As opposed to in the middle of the woods. They get society, okay? Don't, he's a foul beast. He is kind of rotten and stinking, isn't he? And he has a CD on his head, and all he cares about, he's like, what are the Pokemon up to? I'm a professor. I know everything about Pokemon, about the people. What are the people up to? You're like, oh, what was it like back in the day with the humans? You're so knowledgeable. And he's like, I don't know. You find out for me? It's like, what do you do? He's like, let me follow you to the Pokemon Center and I'll help you. And he just walks around and says, I think you should do this. What are you doing, Tangrowth? I ain't seen you do nothing. Guy's a bum. Give us the Illumise house tour. I don't think Illumise even has a nice house. I think I just slapped Illumise and Wartortle in there because I needed to give them homes. I think I did that like day 1. Look, the mods don't get paid. For good reason. Wait, no, Illumise doesn't have a house. Volbeat has a house. I think Illumise lives over here. Hey! What is happening on my computer? There's not enough sufficient disk space to keep recording. Whatever. This is Illumise's home right here. It's like one of these. It's this. This is the house. What do you think? And I think Drifloon lives... No, Drifloon moved. I can get rid of this. I'm not working on this town anymore, though. Where's she at? Despawned. You can only have 20 at a time, and I have 92 Pokemon here. 10 out of 10. Beautiful. You're already giving them a place to work. That's what I'm saying. All these Pokemon here. Look at that's the biggest. That's a mansion. Are you kidding me? Compare that to like this. Oh, I put some flowers on the house. Look at this. There's 4 Pokemon that live here. These are all unemployed Pokemon that live here. They have a lantern. They have a wooden table and a straw bed. The factory Pokemon, however, lights, machines, a warm roaring fire. Look at all this furniture, right? They have a stepladder and a barrel and iron and more barrels. Look at how warm they get to be. Look at this. This is amazing. This is unbelievable. I actually put, like... Yeah, you can have a moment of my time. What do you need? Yeah, what is your quiz? What do you got for me? Which is taller, me or Perez? You. A present? You gave me a carrot? You decided to stop your boss to give him a carrot? You're on thin ice, pal. I actually put fires into these chimneys up here, hoping that it would be like Minecraft, like, you know, smoke would come out, but no smoke comes out. No smoke arrives out of the chimney. Which is kind of disappointing. So they don't do anything. Kind of a waste of time. I did this, by the way, without Magnemite. I built this whole thing without Magnemite, which is kind of stupid. Because I wanted to have it done before I beat the game. So I put this together and I was like, I'm not taking it apart and getting the fires out. That was so hard. I was like, that was such a pain in the ass. I had to like build ladders and climb up shit. I had to do it like I was really building something. You listened to what you were saying about your Chris stew, carrots, Coca-Cola, beef chunks, and Chris, but he made me do a quiz to do it when he knew I needed it, and wouldn't have given it to me if I didn't get the quiz correct. He's a trickster and a prankster, and he's on thin ice. There are no tricksters or pranksters at my factory. My factory is a well-oiled machine. I'm lost. Oh, there it is. It is a well-oiled machine, and I told them this would be their bedroom one day, and this is it. It is. This is the bedroom is complete. This is where they all stay. This is their cabin. This is their bunks. Look at they got a CD player in here. They got everything. They got books that they can't really reach, but I mean they're there. They have a computer with nothing on it. They have boxes. They have they have a stove. They have a kitchen. They're fine. What are you doing? What are you cooking? I don't know. He loves it. No other houses have them. See these nuts? Tris Bantris. This one must have prankster. Where's the bed? I mean, like, you know, sometimes Blaziken sleeps right here. It's warm. You know when you get like a hot rock and you put it under your bed? Hot brick? You don't work here. What are you doing? No tours? No tours? Oh, do you want to work here? What do you do? What do you make? You make thread? You want to make thread? Want to make thread for me? Where are you going? I'm talking to you. I have to call the police. Get me on the horn. He's applying for a job? Oh, maybe he's going to Mag Mortar. Maybe this is fine. The world is their bed. Let him deliver papers with his cute face. He does have a cute face. And that gets a long way in the interview process. That does do a lot. I should have put these in the chimneys. That would have worked better, but it would have been a pain with no Ditto. And how do I get, like, the other Pokemon up there? That would have been a nightmare. Where's their PPE? I don't even know what that means. Joke's on you. It's looking for the QR code. Is there a way to upload photos to this game to make pictures? I saw someone had like a Taco Bell logo on a picture frame, and I don't know how they did that. Unless they like made a Taco Bell looking thing and took a picture of it from far away. Personal protective gear? They're fine. I showed them a safety video when they were onboarded. They're fine. They watched a video where they sing a fun 80s song at the beginning, and you watch a bunch of people, like, die horribly, and they say, be safe, or this will happen to you.
Moment, Mamma Mia.
Thank you for the 24 month. Look at that, the meatball. That's huge. Thank you for the 2 years. That's a lot of time. That's actually crazy. Fan of the Poke Squad? First time on your stream? What am I in for? Unfortunately tonight, first of all, welcome in. Second of all, unfortunately the stream is about over. I'm about to end soon because it's getting kind of late for me. However, I think Friday. I don't know if we're streaming Thursday. I have to figure out something going on with work, but we might stream Thursday. I think Friday we're going to do a background contest. If you've seen the background art of the channel, Discord users, people in our Discord, get to submit art to in a contest where we vote for the background for the month. And it could be your background if you'd like to submit before Friday. And then I want to do a challenge where every chat is TTS, and we try to get a Whisper and Pokemon Emerald and release it, and I'm blindfolded, and I can only play by listening to you guys. You're a professional PokeTuber. I wish. I wish I was full-time. If I was full-time, we would have started the stream way earlier. And we'd stream 5 days a week. Why release it? We like Whisper. Because it has to be let into the wild again. We have to show it kindness, compassion. We have to take a photo of its open butthole on the back of it, and then we release it into the wild. I'm really good at wrong directions. That's great news. That's wonderful news. That is just fantastic news for me. Why is nobody... I was going to show off every Pokemon. There's usually like 10 Pokemon in here hanging out in the hot tub pool thing. Nobody's in there. All stream, nobody's gone in there. Why is that? What's the matter with them today? Made it home with Taco Bell in time to catch the back half of the business administration with Chris and Chat stream. If you want to feel valid for being angry at your job, rewatch this VOD. And if you're listening to it now, you probably already did. If Whismer was in new Pokemon Snap, there would have been some evil clips on YouTube Shorts. Oh, you guys want to see what I made here? Can I harvest all these vegetables? I think I can. I think I'm good to harvest them. Check this out. So, I have a switch on the bottom. I don't know if this will work right either. It's kind of finicky. There are other people who have built this way better. But it all dries out. It takes a little while. And all the vegetables fall to the ground when it dries out. We'll almost be down in the town. I have an environment level of 10 or 9 everywhere. And in the factory town, 10. That's one of the 10s. They love the factory. They can't have enough of the factory. I need every one of these to go down. It's kind of slow. Delicious James would have been trying to get some insane pics of Whisper. You would have seen like a million flash sounds. Million camera flashes. Alright, this one looks good. This one looks good. This one I think looks good. This one does not look good yet. This one doesn't matter. Why aren't you getting... There we go. Alright, I think we're good. Now I can go up a level. How long until Chris plays Doom on Poptopia? Wait till we make gambling in Poptopia. Till I put blackjack into Poptopia. I can do this. If you reduce the number? Interesting. I just couldn't get like every corner to be dried up. Yeah! It kind of worked. It almost worked. It didn't really work. How do I get it to go all the way down for each one? That's the problem I'm running into. This is the part that's not working the way I want it to. Do I need to make it like go down a level? Also, welcome to the stream. Did we get raided? We did! Welcome from Ninja Cow of the Sea. Hello, hello, hello. Today we're gonna make blackjack in Poptopia. I think maybe if I make it go downhill a little bit, it would work better. Also, these lights aren't working the exact way I want them to. Like this one on the corner isn't working quite right. Give me these vegetables, I'm hungry. How's Poptopia? Dude, I'm addicted to Poptopia. I cannot get enough Poptopia. It is a problem. It is a problem. I'm working on building a subway right now for this town to get to a giant city where I want the buildings to be skyscrapers, kind of like Silphco. Also, I think a lot of the potatoes disappeared or something. It works really well. I'd be interested in learning more about how it works. Like, this is my town. Sometimes it makes the game lag because I put too much in one confined little space. I really don't need that many of those things there, but I kind of like how it looks. Like, I'm finding myself, like, turning off my stream after a night of playing Poptopia, and then picking this back up in bed and playing till like 3 in the morning. I also need more power still. Let's go to their farms as strangers. I don't like how I did this. I wanted to make a widow watch, but I didn't have enough room because I put like a generator up here or something, which I probably should get rid of. I'll worry about it later. How many Pokemon do I have in this town now? I might migrate some out of here, even though I have all these houses. Looks like a quaint Spanish town. It kind of does. I like how like all the vines look. I saw someone do that like on social media, and I like how those look on the houses. I still need more of those hanging lights. I don't have a recipe for it yet, but I want to put some on the back of here too and kind of dress this up a little bit. Because this space has no windows because I did like a bathroom wall interior because it's like a shower and a bathtub. And then I thought it'd be weird if it was the only building that had like 2 blocks of wall for the windows. It does. I feel like I want the Sootopolis city music to be like throughout it because I feel like it's so fitting. I kind of want to see what the new CD I got is. Ultra Ruin. Whoops! Whatever. Is that from Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon? That is the only ones that I have not finished in this series. The problem with this game is, like... I hate how the water looks because I did it all manual. The problem with this game is, I can just run 5 feet to the right and be like, oh, I need to do this and I'm going to do it because I'll forget about it. And then I'll run 5 more feet to the other side. I'm like, oh, I need to do this, and if I don't do it right now, I'll forget about it. And you can just keep doing that forever in this game. You can make a town look like this. All you need is a little inspiration and a little bit of elbow grease. Like, I was looking at a bunch of different social media things that were similar to this, and that's kind of where I got the idea. It's a post-game area on Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I've probably never heard the track in my life, unless it's been on a stream or a video. I kind of wish I did different tiles here, but I do like how they look. And I need some under these steps. There's a tile error. My elbows ain't greasy enough. They make an ugly glass shed in a way. I kind of think this building's kind of ugly. It looks better now that it's surrounded by stuff, but I think like the thing I like about it is from the inside. Like I like the views you get, like right here, that other than the garbage in the corner where Coughing lives. This is kind of pretty. And then over on the other side, this is still kind of pretty. It kind of looks like a park almost. It used to be all water, you could see, but I kind of fleshed it out. At sunset, this looks pretty. But then on the outside of the building, it's kind of ugly. No, the glass shed at Minecraft is not ugly. Please don't throw a rock in my public pool. Please don't do this. It's not like bad, it's just not... It just looks kind of weird. It's like out of place. Oh, this is in Poptopia. That building's kind of ugly. I like this, but nobody's using this register, which is pissing me off. It's kind of frustrating me that nobody wants to work the register here. I thought this was ugly at first, and I'm starting to grow on me. Yeah, it's the one modern piece of architecture. And then there's this weird tiki bar here, but I kind of like it. I'm kind of fond of it now. I need to build out this playground too, because it just looks empty. It looks depressing. If my kid went here, you would cry. I think it used to look a lot uglier. Oh, there's someone in there finally. The big cat on its hind legs. Human cat. I'm excited for this though. I really want this to be complete. I think this is really fun. I'm gonna put like a picture of like a aerial view of that town on here, and then whatever I build for the next town on this one. There's nothing there. It's just a slide and a table. That's it. I don't think there's like a swing set or anything interesting though. I think it's literally just slide and you have to put in like tables. That's it. And then tires. For some reason, tires are the item of choice for the kids to play with. I gotta make the Silphco area more uniform, yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be very color-coded and very, like, modern looking. I want it to be, like, neon blocks and, like, everything's kind of dark, like a Black City. I think there's, like, a Black City in Pokemon Black. I think it's gonna be kind of like that. I was on vacation the last week. Yeah, a little cyberpunk. Not like extremely cyberpunk, more like just neon. Favorite part of this game for you? I just like building these towns and stuff. It feels very satisfying. It's like making maps for ROM hacks, but in 3D. It's very satisfying. Especially, I just really like how this looks. It's like I did a good job. But there's too much beach, and someone's got to do something about that. That's like an unbelievable amount of beach. That's unrealistic. I haven't. I put a power plant in the seaside area because I made room for it. That was one of the things I did today, and then I didn't have enough of the sea glass, so I need to get some sea glass. I need more flowers too. Do you want to give me flowers? Do you like me? Fine, be that way. A giant hotel would be kind of fun. A Hotel California off the beach. I could also just do like a beach bar. Like I could do like a beach bar right here if I want. Like right here. Put some more chairs over here or something. Put some I have some trees. Why don't I put some of these over here? Maybe one kind of close. I can always move it if I don't like it. Like right there. And then another one right here. And then kind of spread them out. I don't think I need all 10 over here. That's kind of close to the water. Whatever. I'll worry about it later. Maybe just like that. And then maybe put some back up on the top. The hotel could have a beach bar. This is true. Hotel plus beach bar plus restaurant plus 1-star bedrooms. It's kind of hard to fit them into a different area though, is what I'm realizing really fast. Like, I think if I'm only going to build a city out here, I could utilize, like, this island for one of them. I kind of want to put the Maltrace one in the volcano on the rocky ridge. I think I don't really have room for Articuno, though, so I might just stick it up there, even though it's not really where it's supposed to go. Like, I think technically you were supposed to put Articuno on this island, Maltrace on that island, and then Zapdos on that island, but whatever. Whatever. What was I gonna... Oh, I was gonna plant some palm trees real quick. And then I think we'll call it a night. Do I have room in this space? I still need another flower. Not really. I could fit some more back here, but I think I want, like, one here. I might add more grass behind it. Like, right here. And then maybe go further back by the Pokemon Center. Can I, like... No. The world will turn to ash. Got Moltres and Articuno on the same island. I got the feel like they wanted them on each island. I think that's like the intention. Will this will look weird if I put it here. It's like too close together. I mean, I could put it like here or like further down or like here or like, I don't know. Maybe like here. And then like this. I feel like it's gonna clip into this. I'll just do that for now. How many more do I add? 2? 3 hours later. I'm just gonna do this and call it a night. I'm just gonna do this and call it a night. I'm just gonna do this and call it a night. Read the tags. I pretend I'm not British. I paint my eyes on every day. That's true. Sediment is my middle name. Go to the beach, pretend I'm sand. Science was named after me. That's true. Debauchery and trickery. That's just Clamora. And brought a barn. Now there's hay. What does that even mean, man? I bring the barn, now there's hay. I think I have to put 2 more water wheels here. Just surround this stupid thing with them. Oh, bought a barn. I thought you brought the barn to the party and now suddenly you go back and there's hay? The heck? I don't think I want any palm trees here. I feel like that looks weird. I feel like I like the grass being mowed. Literally, this game is just the process of finding ticky-tacky thing that you really want to do and don't want to forget that you got to do. And then you do that, and then you find another one. And then you find another one, then you find another one. And then you do a big build, and halfway through that, you do the same thing. Where am I going to put these damn trees? Why is my mouse out? Okay, this one's just going to go back here. Like right there, back. If it clips a little bit, whatever. Now this one can go right here. Done. Okay. I feel like this is probably the stopping point now. Look at this, they finally started arriving. How many hours have you put in this game? Too many. Way too many. I would play this. I played this on 2 plane rides. I played it like every night before bed. I played it in the morning during my vacation when I got up. I've spent some Sundays just playing this game. I really gotta I gotta work on my YouTube channel, man. I'll check out the berry farm. That sounds interesting. It sounds like I can learn how to fix mine. Thank you for the bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, my brain. Never thought I'd hear Chris say whatever about something clipping. Well, if it clips, I can just move it. That's the thing. Like, the beauty of Poptopia is it's not on a cartridge that Game Freak delivered and now I have to live with for the rest of my life. If the tree is clipping, I move the tree, quite simply. And I make a new tree. That is true. I was like, I was telling my brother while I was on vacation, he's like, why are you making all this? And I'm like, I'm working so I can show my stream when I come back. It's fine. He's like, I don't get what you're doing. And I'm like, working. It's fine. Get the big glass. I could have poured it in the big glass, but I wanted to get smarter, so I bought this. That's why today's conversation was about like business and advice and stuff like that. It's because I was drinking smart water, actually. Start making a volcano. I feel like that was a mistake because of how big I need to make it. That is true. You're gonna have to make that thing huge. But it could be really cool. I think the real trick would be, if you're doing it in Pallet Town, kind of like dress up the outside of the island and the inside of the volcano if it's like inside of a volcano. So you don't have to build that high. You can kind of cover shit up with black rocks. And then like the inside can be kind of faked. That way you don't have to like build this huge thing up. I mean, you can, it would be awesome, but I think you don't really have to if you kind of just cover the island. Sponsored by Smart Water. Not sponsored by Smart Water. Business Water merch. We get hats that say Business Water. I drink business water. Hey, do you want to make your own hours? Hey, do you want to make your own money? Live by your own salary? Make your own rules? Make your own hours? Work from home? Well, try business water. If you drink this, your IQ will go up 500 points. Some think it's impossible. But me? I drink smart water with a pH of 20. Oh, it burns! Oh, Jesus Christ! Drink business water. Would you buy it if you saw that on TV? You literally plugged another brand in your plug. Did I? The more pH, the more PhD. I told out for Business Water Plus. It ends up in a Dollar Tree. We've only tested this out on rats and bats. Guinea pigs. No humans drank this yet. Battery water for your brain. That's crazy. Is there vitamin business water? You can put a Flintstones gummy in it, sold separately. And then it's kind of like vitamin business water. Sell -7 pH sports drinks. It feels like air. I drink stupid water and I have no money. If only I could handle drinking business water and make like $1 million. Hey, do you drink stupid water? Are you an idiot that drinks stupid water out of your tap? Well, try this. Business water with a pH of only 50. Ah! It's undrinkable! I got water on my wires. Flavors include meatloaf, burrito, and banana. But that fake banana like Laffy Taffy, that artificial kind. Alright. It's good to be back. But I do have to go to bed. I think I streamed a later time than I wanted to. Granted, I started a later time than I wanted to. But this has been fun. I hope you guys had a good time. We might be back Thursday. I will let you guys know if we truly are back on Thursday. If not, we will definitely be back on Friday. We are planning to be... It might start a little late because I said I would do a video at 6. Don't know what time that will end. Shouldn't be too long. The latest we'll start is probably 9 o'clock. Rather than 8 o'clock. I'm talking about EST, of course. The one time zone. The only time zone. The real time zone. If they tell you you're in another time zone, they're lying and you're being tricked. Fun fact, that fake banana taste is based on an extinct banana. That's crazy. I did not know that. But anyways, I'm gonna wipe up this water and hit the sheets. So I will see you guys maybe Thursday if you're around. But that's it. Good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you for hanging out. Bye-bye. Can't spell best without est. You're so right. That is a... Hey, can we get a round of applause for that message? So true. Flavors include, well, you can't really taste anything. You just have a strong smell of toast burning and a numbness on the right side of your body. Oh, and that artificial banana based on the one that's extinct. I want you guys to know, I don't know why I started doing this. I'm doing a b-boy stance. I don't know why. I can't click the camera button because I'm doing a b-boy stance. That would just break the b-boy stance. You're gonna have to imagine me doing the b-boy stance, sitting here by myself with nobody looking at me. For no reason. Rinse eyes for 5 minutes if business water gets in your eyes. That is crazy. Also, we got a new patron this stream. Thank you, Cassie's Crafties. The automation actually worked. My code worked. That rarely works. Patreon's API is usually messed up. Usually doesn't work at all. Beast Boy from Teen Titans. No, like 80s rap. Like arms, like you're crossing your arms, but your hands go all the way to your shoulders and it makes like a triangle with your elbows. I think Ditto does it sometimes if you spin him around in Poptopia. We've had the background art for a while. I don't know. I think we were trying to add to it. So I kind of sat on it for a long time. We're going to have all these references in it. But I'm quite happy with it as it is. Shout out Line Thickness for animating this. Yeah, I've got the ow! Ow! Stop it! Ow! I got the hat, like, sitting so far on the side of my head, it's covering my ear and nothing else. He's still playing Poptopia. I promise I'm not. I'm going to bed, man. I'm going to bed. I just like semi-corrected my sleep schedule while I was on vacation. I'm tired. Interesting 2 minutes of my life. Shout out Nico. No, that's not me clicking. I'm not clicking. I'm doing the B-boy stance. I actually don't know where that's coming from. Like, I don't... What is that, like, that sound? What is that? What is that? What is that? What? It sounds like there's a fan. What is that? I think that's the music. Or there's like a video playing? Is there a video playing somewhere? Like, that sounds like a chair. I'm actually scared. I'm actually scared. I think it's the song. I think it's just the song. Okay, the song has creaking wood in it. Okay. Okay. Alright, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Alright, good night, everyone. Bye-bye. 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 Thank you for hanging out. Bye-bye. I will change your name to Pinky in the credits. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.